the party were following up on a lead that led to that may lead to answers around Bjorn Visca's death. Isla and Tavis having followed a lead that was given to Isla by the Harpers. They encountered a bit of bother with Werats, and then that needed the rest of the party to try and sort of come in and work out what was going on. Also led to Tavis going over to the other side before being revived. So following up on this lead, which was leading them to the Hanging Lantern, the party got into a bit of an altercation with some Xanathars that had spotted Negan as being someone that may have been involved in the hideout raid. After that, they made their way into the tavern, the Hanging Lantern itself. There, things were a little bit tentative, in terms of what sort of you were aiming to do. Isla managed to turn invisible, make his way around the Hanging Lantern, just doing a bit of investigating, whilst Negan and Tavis investigated the delights that were on offer, meeting a green dragonborn and also a drow, which was a bit unexpected. Finding a secret entrance to an underground tavern, you guys then made your way down below, deep below the city. Once in there, and sort of ordering a drink and sort of setting back, you've seen that there was a boat arrived in this subterranean river below that flows below the surface. A shipment of Xanathar gang also carrying crates with what looked to be fungus. Some of you heard a screaming sound as they were going past, and they disappeared through a door. And then with that, just scanning, I think it was you, Isla, wasn't it, that was scanning the table, just having a look around, you're moving your glass. You then see the words, Demon in the Deep, the end is coming. And that is where we left it. Let me just turn this down because it's well loud. I can hear myself think. Right. Anything anyone wants to add to that?
Just to remember where me and Thorin were hiding still in the...
Yeah, you were in the doorway that was overlooking. You just used your mage hand to trip over one of the Xanathar gang. You got up, who got up and picked up the crate and continued going out through the door. Isla, you had noticed that behind you, you're sort of facing out into the tavern and the bar itself. And you noticed that there was sort of a series of cells that were behind you, and you could see that there was obviously occupants within an occupant sort of where you were in the cell. You could sort of see the glint of golden eyes. And Thorin and Tavish, you were in the doorway. Negan, Isla, and Ulfgar was sat around the table.
Didn't we determine it was a gnome?
Yeah, it was actually a rock gnome, with a sort of a dark, sort of browny grey complexion. So it's not like the Duragar or the Drow, that type of complexion, but it's more sort of earthy, if you like. But yeah, you couldn't really see much of him. He's sort of in the shade there. So just to paint the picture, the door that leads to the spiral staircase you came down, that is on the right of the door. Not directly right, but to the right. The door that they disappeared through is on the right-hand side, on the far wall. The bar is in front of you, and then to your left is a large archway where you can see that there is a stone sort of jetty, and then the flowing water of this underground river alongside. Anyone got anything you want to add?
Do we remember which ones of us heard the screams?
Negan didn't hear it. Isla
I think I
heard
did.
it. I think
Ulfgar
Thorin,
heard
you
it.
heard it. Ulfgar heard it. There was 3 out of 5.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
Perceptive, mate. It's still no.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so we'll pick it up there then. So what do you guys want to do?
I just asked Negan, are those guys coming down or what?
I'm not too sure.
How long have they been inside now and we've been waiting by the door?
Negan, you didn't get a drink. You just strode in, had a look around,
Yeah,
and
I
then went and
just-
sat by Isla. And I think Ulfgar then sort of followed it along
Yeah.
after. So I think from by the time they've sort of sat down, sort of took it in, you're probably there for a minute or two. Nothing longer than that really. I wouldn't say that it was like crowded, like it was really, really busy, but you can sort of see that there are gangs of halflings around at the tables. You can sort of see that there's all sorts of manner of riffraff as well. There's not just halfling, but there's humans that are gathered around tables, and a lot of what look to be sort of quite shady figures, as you'd imagine in a dive that looks like this.
Since I've been there, and I'm taking a look around now as well, can I see any silver at all? Any silver jewellery, silver coins, silver cups, silver forks?
Just roll a perception.
Nice. 20.
Yeah, you're having a good look. Everything is a dull metal in here. You can't sort of see that anything. There's no food on the table, so there's no sort of like knives and forks or anything like that. You look around at the people, and for what they're wearing, there's nothing that is. They all look pretty grubby, pretty sort of like riff-raff, really. So from what you can see, not really, no. But then again, there's a lot of cloaks, there's a lot of hoods, things like that.
Okay, cool.
Status. But Thorin, they've been in there a couple of minutes. Sounds like the coast is probably clear. Should we go and join them?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like much point in staying here. They'd have made a ruckus when Negan walked in if they were going to.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So I'll walk into the barn, look, see if I can find the guys.
Yeah, follow him.
Yeah, but again, even with you with your hood up, nothing looks out of place. There's quite a few people that are hooded, and the whole room isn't that well lit either. There's a few sconces that are dotted around, but there's quite a lot of shaded areas. You have a look over, you can sort of see where Negan and Isla Ulfgar are sitting. And again, you catch first glimpse then of this boat that's been sort of moored up on the concrete sort of jetty through the archway.
We'll head over to sit down.
Yeah, moving over. No one accosts you or catches your attention. As you move over, you can sort of see that there is a fourth chair around the table, and then there's another table close by with another 4 sort of chairs around it.
Take a seat. Is that right? How's it going in here? All right. Anything untoward?
Islish kind of turns to the group. Has a little look around. Does any look like anyone's looking in direction or eavesdropping or anything like that?
You can feel the eyes from behind in the cell. You're not that far away from that cell gate.
Yeah.
Probably about
So-
10 foot away.
Right. So I say to the guys, listen, guys, there's something I want to have a little chat about. But first things first, I'm curious to know why this rock gnome or this gnome is just casually behind bars in the middle of a tavern.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's other cells. How many cells?
You can see that there are 3 on your side of the stairs, and then it continues. So it's just like a row of cells, and with 3 on the other side.
Yeah. I want to say that loud enough to kind of see if it gets gets his attention. See if he like pricks up, moves over, does anything like that.
You kind of, from where you are, you sort of just cast a glance, and you sort of see that he moves up. He sort of leans back against the wall and where the bars are. He sort of leans against the bars. He's sort of got his feet out in front of him, sort of crossed over, and sort of very comfortably just sort of leans in. And you can sort of see that, he is watching him, but doesn't really care that you've noticed.
Can I just sort of like not make it really abrupt, but just obviously be staring at him while I'm listening to obviously what Isla's saying?
Yeah. It doesn't phase him.
Do I notice Negan staring at him?
You will do, yeah.
Like, have we got his attention? Have we, Negan?
He's definitely looking to see what we're about.
Okay. So, in the coolest way Isla possibly can, he's gonna put his feet up on the table and lean back in his chair with his drink and casually lean back towards the cages or his.
Just make a performance check for me.
$11.
The lean, you sort of, as you go to sort of lean back, the chair just over tilts ever so slightly, and you have to sort of readjust and then go back and sort of settle in. You don't just sort of get it in the one go. It just takes you a little bit of an adjustment. He doesn't say anything.
That's fine. Just go. So, how come you're randomly behind bars in the middle of a tavern under the ground?
Oh. That's a very good question. It's not really just a tavern. And I did kind of get caught snooping about. Well, why are you in this tavern? Because, well, you don't look like you belong here.
And just have a quick glance around and go, well, I'm going to level with you. I might also be having a little snoop.
Mm.
So, you're stuck. What were you snooping around for? Just curious.
I have a interest in concoctions, should we say?
Type of concoctions. Good ones, bad ones, happy ones.
Look, there are 5 of you that have just waltzed into this place. I've been here for a week and I've never seen you. Why are you here? I think you know what I'm on about. And I've come to have a look at what's going on. Anyway, I got caught snooping. He threw me in here, and when they're going to let me go, I don't know.
Yeah, to be fair, I think I do know what you're on about. And I'd like to be quite honest with you, I want to put a stop to it.
Stop to it.
Yeah. By all means.
Well, maybe we're not on the same page then.
Yeah. Maybe we're not. But maybe to help us, we could help you out.
What help would you like? I mean, I am behind bars. You sort of see now as he comes sort of close to the bars now, where the light sort of is sort of shining on him. You sort of see that he has got piercing gold eyes. His hair is black. It kind of like hangs lank, where it's sort of greasy where he's been. Obviously, you see where he's been. He's sort of been there for a while. He sort of has this pointed sort of chin beard, black chin beard. He's got sort of deep brown bags under his eyes. Clothes-wise, it's quite sort of purples and greens, but they're very dark. Not dark as in grubby, but just dark as in the colours that he wears. Yeah, you sort of see that he has quite large boots on that sort of like big foals that sort of sit around his calves. He has quite a large belt on. Yeah. And he sort of looks at you, and then he looks either side.
So, well, you said it yourself. You've been here for a week behind these bars, seeing comings, goings, different types of people, where they're coming from, where they're going to, what they're bringing through.
Yeah.
Be interested to know that.
What would you be interested to know?
Well, a group of people have just walked through here with a few boxes with some goods in, as you well know. How often do the goods arrive? Is it the same people bringing it? Do they come and go daily?
It's hard to predict. Some days there's more than others. Some days there's nothing. There's never more than 2 shipments. But the funny thing is the boat arrives. That guy over there, and he points to the Duragar that went over to the bar. That guy there, or one of them, they will bring in, well, those individuals you just seen walking past, also carrying crates. Now, if you wait long enough, the crates will be returned to the boat. He will return to the boat, but they don't.
They, as in the other people who brought the crates through.
Yeah.
Just like
The Xanathar gang.
Yeah, Xanathars. I'm going to go out on maybe on a little bit of a limb. I'm going to guess you're not friends with Xanathars.
No, I'm not friends with them. I would like to know what they're doing, though.
Would that make you friends of the Zentaran?
Oh, okay. I don't know you from Adam, so why don't we start with names first? My name is Schemo.
My name is Isla.
Nice to meet you, Isla.
Likewise.
So, what brings you down here?
Whilst they're chatting, can I just check? Is this the fact they're talking have drawn any unnecessary attention or any interest from the rest of the bar or the staff?
The place looks sort of preoccupied. It doesn't.
Cool. Yeah.
You know. These aren't. This is not like a prison cell. This is just. He's just sort of been slung in there and locked up.
I'm just keeping an eye on that general situation, and also casting a bit of an eye over the lock that seems to be that's keeping him in there. See if I can start to get my head around that a little bit.
Yeah, just make a perception check. Or investigation, whichever one you want to I say perception because you're not actually there to look at it.
What was his name again?
Schemo.
Schemo.
Schemo. SKEEMO.
Perception was 9, investigation was 15.
From what you can see, and your knowledge of locks, this is a typically old lock. It is just nothing really complex. From what you know, this would be like a 3-pronged key.
Yeah.
So nothing overly lavish from what you can see. That's just judging by the depth of the lock itself. But you can also see that there's a lot of rust around the lock. The iron bars don't look like they've been there forever and a day. Hinges wise and things like that, you reckon that there would be a brute strength as well that could maybe open that up if required.
Cool.
No, it's fine.
So you've come down to stop it.
Well, you say you want to make concoctions.
I do
Yeah.
make concoctions.
You do make concoctions. What concoctions exactly are they?
I make potions. I make salves. I'm an apothecary. I sell a lot of things to fat, ugly women. Nothing lavish.
Would I know what fat ugly women would want?
Probably not, knowing Isla, but I'm sure he can probably use his imagination.
Oh, my mind is running wild right now. Hmm.
Can we hear this conversation? Or is it like
I'm-
the two of them?
I'm speaking in a way that everyone would be able to definitely see my mouth move and kind of talk like, it's like one of them type of conversation type of things from my perspective.
Oh yeah, you get the feeling that that from where he's at, he really doesn't give a fuck. To be honest, he's just chatting. He's already locked up. What are they going to do? He's got that sort of attitude about it.
Is anyone else in the nearer cells listening in?
From what you can see, just make a perception check for me, for Negan.
Yeah.
Who brings the boxes back to the ship?
Are you asking him?
I'm asking Isla.
14.
From what you can see, the cells in this area they look like they're slightly ajar and look to be empty. And as you sort of look down, they all seem to be various sort of states. You get the feeling that this guy has just been just locked up. Almost like we don't know what to do with him, we'll just stick him in there. That's the kind of vibe that you get.
Yeah. He did say who brings the boxes back, then he said the Xanathar would take them back and then they stay. They don't go with the boat, do they?
No, he said you just said the crates come back.
Xanathars don't go back.
Who brings the crates back? The same people who bring them, or
Yeah, you see all those over there, and he sort of gives a little bit of a point, and you sort of see that there's a group of the halflings, and he's like, well, they go into the room where they just took the shipment. They then, I don't know what they do in there. I know that they're selling it. They'll come back out. They'll stack the crates over in the dock. Generally, that one over there will then come back, throw him on the boat. Away he goes.
I just turn to him and say, "Listen, I'll level with you. I'm really interested in what's going on down here and the setup that's in place. Now, I'll do anything to get that info. I'm even happy to work with you, see if we can possibly spring you from this cell, if it's possible, of doing it without getting caught. I can't promise that by the end of it we'll be singing off the same hymn sheet, but I certainly like potions and stuff like that. And I'm definitely interested in doing business for the right type of potions in the future. If it's money you want, maybe we can come to some type of business agreement.
Okay. And he sort of leans forward and sort of holds onto the cells, just sort of squeezes in a little bit closer. Just roll perception checks. Savage, you can roll with advantage.
19?
7.
5.
With advantage!
7 and 2, not quite, I know.
Good one.
Isla, you see, you sort of catch it first, and having your experiences with this faction, you sort of pick it out and look at it for a second, and then sort of like look away, move your gaze. But just on his hand there is a tattoo of a black snake with wings.
Cool.
And you recognise that as being the mark of the Zentarim.
Okay. And spot on that, I just go, well, I can see that you're definitely not on friendly ground, are you?
Well, I'm not really too sure. That lot upstairs. Well, and that lot really, they're well, they don't really mix with these. Not as far as I can tell. And yet, the gates are open. The streets are being populated with the Xanathar. I know. Now, it strikes me, with all that happening, that really, and I've been pondering this for a while, why? Why do that? Why open your doors to people that you don't really mix with? Anyway, I've had a week to think about it, and the only thing I can think of is it's for whatever's in that crate. I did a bit of thinking. I did a bit of reading. I got an old dusty tome from somewhere, and I was having a flick through. Have you ever heard of Lady of Decay?
Yeah, I've heard of Lady of Decay.
Well, what's on the streets isn't Lady of Decay. However, what you've seen in those crates is definitely what's in Lady of Decay. And that can only be found in the Underdark.
So just to clarify that, what's on the streets he's saying is not Lady of Decay.
But the shipment that got brought in is what was in those crates is used in Lady of Decay.
Okay.
See, that piqued my interest because, well, I like a concoction.
Yeah. So you
So I
want
thought I'd come down and have a sniff about. Someone's making money off it. Thought You
Want a
know,
piece of that action?
healthy competition. Hey, I may even be able to refine it, make it cheaper.
Where do you think would be the best place to start having a look if we were going to have a snoop around then?
It ain't in here. I mean, the boat. I don't know. I don't know about the boat itself. But, well, you got the stairs, which I'm assuming you came through, or you got the door.
What are you more interested in? Are you more interested in what happens when it gets up here? Or are you more interested about seeing where it comes from?
I'm more interested in getting my grubby little fingers on it. I got no love for the Xanathar. But I haven't really got much love for these either. He just sort of looks at his tattoo.
Do we get a read off him? See if he's being truthful.
He can do an insight check.
Well,
He seems really frank.
so you've got a love for one side or the other. You just want to be an independent businessman.
I am an independent businessman. I got a shop. You just sort of see his eyes that are sort of constantly shifting around. They're sort of looking at conversations that are taking place, or looking over at where the sailor is.
What's your shop called?
Well, my shop's called Weird Bottles Concoctions. I'll be honest, a lot of the stuff I sell, probably ain't worth the price. The elixirs of life.
Sounds good to me.
Anti-aging cream. Oh yeah, the women love it. Don't get me wrong, I can throw a health potion together if needed. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of money in this.
Well, well, tell you what. Why don't we see what we can do about, maybe making you the sole independent provider of this item? Because, to be honest with you, there's a rabbit hole and I want to go down it. I think you'll be good. And if you're only making anti-aging cream, that's not going to cause anyone any harm.
Roll a persuasion check.
That's good. 22.
If it gets me out of this cell, what have I got to lose?
So, if we break you out of the cell, obviously people have seen your face. You've been in here for a week. So if you start walking around, you might get noticed. What do you reckon with the movements of people? Where do you reckon we're best off going? Try and go for the door? Make a distraction?
You can go for the door. Well, I would like to know what goes on behind that door. But I don't know what's behind that door. The ship, I don't know. The barge, whatever it is, I don't know.
When you've been doing your snooping, has this been the only source, the only way of getting this particular item? Is this the only route? Obviously, it grows in the Underdark, but You know, in this city, is this the only place that it comes through?
I followed the halflings. I could see that they were selling it. Heard some rumours. Took some tracking, but yeah, I managed to find this place. I had a look around. Don't get me wrong. I've been up there before, but my intuition led me down here. Being alone, asking too many questions. Locked up.
Think, guys, any ideas? Interested?
I think we need to go with it. How long do we need a distraction
to see where
for?
this is coming from, how these halflings fit in. We need to. We do need to keep in a. We do need to be conscious of Xanathars and the fact that could be a target.
We're going to target anyway. We either go through the doors, see what's on the other side, or hell could break loose.
Do those doors? Does it look like those doors are just another way, another entrance or exit, or is that like private behind the bar kind of?
It's not behind the bar. It's over in the other corner, but it just looks like a set of doors, wooden doors. Nothing.
Are average punters using it?
No, you've not seen anyone else go through that door.
Yeah. They're taking that stuff that's always been important to them, probably has at least financial value behind that door. The further we follow it, in my head, the higher the security is likely to get. If we want to find out where it's coming from, we could maybe cut it off at the source. We could head onto the boat, see what we can find out going that way. Either way, if we get rumbled, we're in a bit of trouble.
I don't think we're going through that door today.
Broke up there, mate.
So I don't think we're going through that door today. I think we'd be better off grabbing one of the people that go through and come back and finding out what's through there first, and if there's another way in. This can't be the only way in and out. Those guys you pointed out over there go through that door and come back, the others don't. Where do they go? We could create a distraction in here all we want. We're going to get seen going in there.
In the door, yeah.
There's too many of us.
It is quite shaded from what you can see. But yeah, you can make out the door from where you are.
Schemo agreed to help us.
Yeah, Schemo's agreed to help us if we break him free.
I mean, what do you want them to do? Steal the barge and create a diversion?
I don't know. The alternative is we go down, follow the barge potentially to the Underdark, place we don't really know a great deal about, and try and see where the source of it's coming from, but we haven't really got a great deal of information. Or we try and get someone, as you say, Thorin, get some information off them, and then maybe go to the Underdark, and at least if we know who we're looking for, what we're looking for, we have a chance of.
I could do the old sneeze and flame and set something on fire towards a diversion.
Did the guys that bring the crates back to the ship, Do they go with the ship to go and get the shipment?
You're asking Schemo,
Yeah.
or you're just chatting amongst yourself?
No, I'll ask Schemo.
No, they stay here. So this is how it works. The crates come in, the Xanathars come in, they go through that door. Now, at a point in time, that lot will go through the door. They'll bring out two things: a package each and a crate. The package they'll keep on them. The crate they'll put on the boat or next to the boat. Then they'll go back onto the surface. The driver, sailor, bargeman, whatever he is, he'll then pack up the boat and then head off. My guess, he's going to Skullport. Where else would the Xanathar be coming from? If not Xanathar's lair itself.
So, theoretically, Schemo, with your alchemist knowledge, behind that door, they're kind of refining this raw material into something that they're flogging on the streets.
That thing in that crate, I don't know if you've heard it screaming, but I hear it screaming whenever it comes in.
You said the stuff on the street isn't from the Lady of Decay, which is the fungus. So are they bringing up a creature that creates or secretes something, or they can change into something that would cause this thing of people to have this reaction to the drug? So it's not the Lady of Decay that's being used on the streets, but a creature or someone.
There's a similar effect.
So just to clarify the points, the Harper information that you received was that the new drug, the new narcotic on the street, which was dubbed Emperinin,
Yeah.
bore similarities to
Lady
a drug that was found in the Underdark called Lady of Decay. So that was Harper investigation. That was Harper knowledge that had provided you with that snippet.
Yeah.
They obviously knew that it wasn't Lady of Decay, and then hence that's why your mission was the way it was. Gain some knowledge over what was actually going on, where it was coming from.
So, the vulnerable point in this process, as far as I can see it, is when the driver comes to get back, the sailor comes to get back on the boat. He comes by himself, and then he goes back to wherever this stuff comes from.
Yeah.
So we could jump in, convince him that he'd like to take us to wherever this stuff comes from, get some from ourselves, and we're a lot further on.
You're talking about going to Xanathar's lair.
We don't know that, do we? There could be a process of it being shipped from one port, another base. We don't know how big this underground network of rivers is, where it goes to. And if he makes one wrong move, his life's on the line. He's going to be invested in not taking us somewhere where we're going to be instantly killed.
I fancy my chances with one of those halflings instead. That go up with a package.
If those, just as a warning, if those halflings are like those were-rats that we've seen before, I was doing no damage to them whatsoever, hence us sending our weapons off to get silvered. If that's what if you end up in a scuffle with them, me and potentially Negan are no good to you. I don't know, actually, big man, if you've got magical means of inflicting damage. What I've seen so far, it's all about that raw muscular talent and those sharp blades.
It's all about the axes.
Hey, Schemo, sorry to interrupt you. We're talking about the creature screaming. Or something screaming.
Yeah, have you ever seen them before?
Did I see it? I don't think I did I?
Yeah, so you've seen what looked like just a really large sort of mushroom.
Yeah.
But
It's not
rather than
always
having
making noise.
yeah, so rather than having like the two sort of like one stalk, it's got kind of like two, but you could see it was like moving within the
Right.
cage.
And I say it. I probably haven't come across that, have I?
Probably not.
So yeah. To be honest, no. I've not come across anything like that before. What the hell was it? Hell is it?
That's a myconid. In fact, it was a myconid spore.
What they used for, generally.
Well, they're young myconids, which is a race in the Underdark. They are fungus people.
That sounds creepy as shit.
I did some research on the Lady of Decay. There are patches of fungus down in the Underdark which has been infused with magic.
Yeah.
This magic is called Furez.
How's that spelled, mate, please?
It is spelt Faerzres.
Yeah. Okay.
Furez.
Did they grow
No.
this Ferez?
Well, these are quite potent areas. If you or I was to wander through them, we would be quite sick, if not dead, in no time at all. Isla, the talk of this sort of talk of what he's saying, you think back to your time in the Wave Echo Cave. You think about the cavern that you walked through with the fungus and the feeling that you had after it. And the cogs in your mind start to turn. I'm led to believe they steal, breed, whatever, kidnap these myconids, and they let them grow and develop in areas of Furez. They embody that. And whatever process they use down in the Underdark, but that is mainly the key to Lady of Decay.
What other ingredients do they need?
Without having me book. I mean, I read over it. I'm more interested in what's in that room. I like to see the process for myself. Look. As much as I'd want to go in there, if you want to go in there, then unlock this cell door and let me make that diversion.
Then what? Meet up with you back at the shop later.
If I get out,
You fancy your chances?
Oh, fancy me chances in this cell. Put it that way.
I know you don't care for the Xanathars, but what do you think happens to them when they go in there?
They go out onto the streets. I think at that point the deal's done. They get safe passage into the city. They bring the Myconids. The wheel keeps turning.
Schemo's suggesting we break him out, he causes the diversion. We go behind those doors, figure out what goes on.
What could go wrong?
What do you think, guys? Megan, yeah?
I think if we do go behind that door and we see any type of excessive growth of fungus, though, like we don't go in.
It's dangerous to just be around.
Yeah, like I've not had a great time with fungus in the past. And if Schemo's right and these myconids are being grown or growing and creating fish fungus, then it's not going to be safe to be in there. Is the reason that people don't come out is because they die?
Well, we could try approaching one of our halflings.
Just everyone roll a medicine check.
Extra one.
I rolled a 10.
21. Isla does medicine.
11 but -1 to 10.
Isla, as you're starting to think about it and put it all together. So what you start to think about is, was that area that you went through imbued with Ferez?
Yeah. That is what
in the actual area, but counterbalance to that, you've just seen humans carrying crates with them in.
Can't be that dangerous. That one got smashed onto the floor in that box. Is it worth approaching one of those halflings, seeing if we can buy some product?
To what end?
From that point, if we had some on us, might be able to figure out a little bit more what had happened. How did they go from myconid to street product?
Schemo, you've had your hand on this product, Empyrean.
I've seen Empyrean. I haven't sampled it. I don't know. Just seemed like a good venture. Look, if it was me going through that door, I'd go one at a time. I'd be really careful that you're not going to get seen by them. But at some point, they are going to get called in. It's not on an hourly basis. But while they're all sitting out here, no one's in there. Well, I don't know if no one's in there, but the bulk of them are there. Hell, let me out, and I'll go and do it.
What we
Really
thinking?
want to behind that door.
Okay, I'm going to take Mage Hand and my Thief Tools and try and open his cell.
Okay.
Schemo.
Yeah, roll for it.
As I said before, Schemo, I'm gonna do what you say. I'm gonna try to break you out. Any chance of a potion of healing or two as a little thank you?
Maybe at some point. I've not got any on me now.
No, that's cool. All right. Do it. I got 8. Well, no, I got a natural 1. I failed.
As the mage hand forms and takes hold of the thieves tools, the lock picks, it moves over to the lock, and yeah, as you're just trying to coax it, you just lose sight, just catch the edge, and the picks fall to the floor. Schemo bends down, he picks up the lock picks. It takes him longer than you think it would take normally, as he's getting his hands out and round, and he starts to just sort of pick. You hear a click and another click, and then he reaches through to you, Isla, and just passes you the tools, and he just gives the door a little bit of a creak and a shove, and you just sort of see that he has got the lock open.
And I just go, it still counts.
Didn't want to make it too easy for you.
So, what's your plan?
Who's going to be the best causing the diversion, and which of us want to go in there?
I think Schema was going to cause the diversion. We were going to go in, and we were going to talk with him later.
He's keen to see what's around there as well. Just if any of us are particularly not good at trying to sneak our way in there.
Yeah, but I'm
Should we
equally not
put-
happy leaving any one of our group behind trying to be a distraction.
All right.
Should we put Ulfgar in the cell so it looks like someone's still in there?
I'm not going to lie. It's genius. But I don't know if Ulfgar's going to have this.
I feel it'd take a good amount of ale to persuade him on that one.
Roll a persuasion, Negan.
I promise you I'll buy you a keg of rimples.
16.
Two kegs.
Yeah, it's gold. Yeah.
Ulfgar sort of you don't really expect him to do it this way, but he sort of does that thing where you sort of slouch on the chair until you just sort of like disappear under the table, and then you feel a little bit of moving and shifting as he's then crawling out from under the table then towards the cell. Schemo just sort of looks at him and just pushes the door open enough for him to sort of crawl through, and he takes a step back into the cell so that they're both in there. Ulfgar sort of stands up and looks him over.
Can I, hold on, let me see what I've got in my bag. That would be. Let me see what I've got.
Please tell Ulfgar, thank you.
Something to go to Gal.
I don't think I've really got anything. Has everyone got like a little scrap of wood or like a thin piece of metal that we can just slide into where the latch is so that he's in the cage but not locked in the cage, so when the time comes he can break himself free?
We'll just put the lock on it, but leave it unlocked so we can just open it.
Is that like a padlock type thing or like a door latch type mechanism?
Yeah, it was like a built-in sort of square built into the bar, sort of like latch.
From this distance, no one's going to know if it's latched across or
Oh,
not.
that's fine, yeah. As long as yeah, like do it old guard, but like don't lock yourself in there, just pull the door shut so you can get out as and when you need it. And then I'll hand him
Wedge
the
your coin in it.
yeah, and I'll hand him the other potion of invisibility. I was like, if you get stuck, then use this potion. It'll make him invisible for now, so it should make for a relatively easy getaway.
Do you want to
So
send a couple of us in, or all of us go? Because we've got the sending stones that we could ask for help if we needed.
Yeah, maybe only a couple of us. Definitely you, Tavis, because you are relatively sneaky
Yeah,
as a rule.
most days. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
How many are we thinking?
So Schemo looks through the bars because he's still in the cell, and he says to you, Islay, he says, "Do you have a hood?"
Got some. I've got some common clothes that I could just cut up and maybe make into a bit of a hood. Unless my good friend here's got any spare clothes randomly on him.
See what's in my burgers.
Balaclava.
I've got a disguise kit that's probably got something in it that can give you a hood.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
What's in the burgers?
That's fine. If you've got something that you can disguise them with, then let's go with that.
So have you got a hood?
Not per se. I've got like some common clothes that I could like cut up or make into some type of rudimentary.
So you sort of see as he takes a step back into the shadow, and as he literally just moves into the shadow and then comes back. And when he comes back, you see the form of a halfling in front of you.
Well, that is a neat trick.
Pretty sweet.
So he walks up to the gate and he sort of waits for a moment, just sort of seeing if he can spot anyone. Yeah, he sort of waits to see if he can spot anyone, and he just sort of times it, sneaks out, and just closes the door over just so it's two, just leaving Ulfgar. And he says through the bars to Ulfgar, "Get towards the back where it's shaded." He sort of looks round, and he looks at you, Isla, and he says, "We'll go at the front. The rest of you can follow." And he starts to stride off, just towards the door.
I just kind of give a slight shrug to everyone and follow him.
Thought he was making a distraction.
Nope. Let's go with this plan.
Are we all going?
Yeah, happy to follow.
Yeah, as he starts to stride, you're now leaving quite a big gap as you're deciding on what you're doing.
Yeah,
He's just sort of heading,
Then follow me.
he's
Yeah,
just
I'm with this.
heading for the door. Yeah. As he gets near to the door. 1 second.
I'm not very good at stealthing.
Negan, what's your plan?
Sec.
What's your plan, Negan?
I was just going to follow. I was going to follow you then if we're all going. Or did you not want to go?
I don't know how well you and I are gonna sneak in there.
We can always predict.
Would you want? Should we do your idea then? If them two go with him, and then me and you wait and they can call us.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I can set the boat on fire to cause a distraction if we really need.
Yeah.
But it's a sting.
I think we do. Yeah. I think we should go with your plan then. If we wait here and then they can go in and then let us know, and then we can come in either to help them or save them.
We've got one more there.
Okay, so you sort of see now as he's sort of moving with purpose towards this door. As he's nearing and getting closer, the door actually opens up, and you see step forward a halfling that comes out of that door and starts walking over, and you sort of see that Schemo catches his eye, and he turns and sort of puts his hand up to sort of stop him. Where do you think you're going? And Schemo says, they're waiting for us. And he says, who? Who's waiting for you? And you kind of sort of see that this might just be falling apart a little bit. This little negotiation.
Am I close enough to see this going down?
Yeah.
Then can I cast Calm Emotions, please?
Yeah.
So it's a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point that I choose, but I kind of want to choose like around that doorway, but the time they only really get like that guy and Schema, like type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Just to try.
So both of them are to roll.
Well, basically, you can either choose to fail. Like, I'm not like trying to charm Schema as such. I just kind of want to make sure that I capture, do it on a point that I capture the guy he's talking to without really affecting Schema, if that makes sense. If that's doable. Because I can't see like a map, so I can't like exactly see where to center it, but I want to kind of do it to a point where it's going to gap that guy's talking to, but not Schema.
Yeah. So at the point where he sort of turns, so you can do it on a. You can make a target indifferent, can't you?
Yeah.
About creatures of your choice.
Yeah.
That
So
are hostile towards.
yeah. So basically, I'm looking at making like either like charming, just making him indifferent towards Schema. Like he's not that bothered about what Schema is doing.
Okay.
And it's a DC of 16.
16 charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, he failed. He failed that.
Cool.
So then Schemo says it again. They're waiting for us. And that will be a. So it's 11 versus. Yeah, natural one. Yeah, so that was a persuasion versus the halfling's insight. I rolled a natural one on the insight. So his failed spell of suggestion is quickly mitigated by obviously the calming emotions and the persuasion. So with that, the halfling just sort of moves away, almost like a you don't need to see our papers, that sort of thing, and he sort of moves to one side.
What you're looking for?
So with that, he makes his way up to the door and he clicks it open. He says, "It's up to you. I can come in or I can stay and watch. Look out for your friend."
So The other two have got him. Let's go.
Okay, and he makes his way inside. So, who's where now then?
I'm with these two.
Okay,
Those two are still at the table.
and then you're still at the table, Negan and Thorin, yeah.
Yeah.
So as you're at the table, Ulfgar starts rubbing his hands together. He's like, 2 barrels, 2 barrels. Here it comes. For you guys, when you're walking in, you can see that you're in quite a long corridor. It's probably about 50 feet of just sort of stone, 10 foot high. And then you can sort of see that there's a door at the bottom. There's like one sconce in the middle with a flame going, but the door then is down the far end. A same sort of wooden door. And as the door sort of closes behind, Schemo looks at you and with a nod, Isla sort of gives you that was a close one.
Yeah, a bit too close, but we've got through the door, so with a bit of luck, everything will go a little bit smoother from here on out, but I'm not going to lie, we don't have a record of smoothness.
Well, sometimes you just got to grow some bollocks and go with it, haven't you? And he starts to march off down the other end of the corridor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys following, yeah?
Is it just a corridor? There's just sconces. There's nothing really anything else. See, just the door at the far end.
No, it's just literally a passageway that takes you down to a door at the other end.
Decent enough.
So,
light.
what's that? Sorry.
Decent enough light.
Yeah, you've got, like I said, you've got that one sconce in the middle, so it's sort of shaded at either end. It's not bright light, but yeah, you can see the door.
Yeah.
And you can sort of see that he's heading then towards it. Right, Negan.
I'll just say, as we do walk down to that end, you can do it after this, but I'm just going to be looking at the floor on either side of the hall, looking for any scuff marks of any secret doors or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like it's well kept. You can sort of see all sorts of marks and grooves in the walls and knocks and scrapes, and you know what I mean. It's not like well kept or just it's had a lot of traffic in its years.
Cool.
Thorin, Negan, what do you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna keep an eye on the halflings, make sure they're not looking at going in anytime soon.
Negan?
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, have they got one of the stones?
I've got a sending stone.
So you've got a sending stone, and you've got the other one, then, Thorin.
You've got it.
I thought Negan had it.
I thought Negan had it.
Negan's got the other one.
Okay. All right. So I've got the other one. Then that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna obviously stay near Ulfgar to make sure no one really catches the attention of that, and then obviously wait to hear if they need us, because there's not much more we can see in there, is there? Where we are.
Okay. So you're just sort of taking in the tavern. Neither of you have drinks, I don't think. And you start to watch as the bargeman, the Dura guy, he's sort of finishing off his drink. He looks like he's just sort of chatting, and then he moves over, heading back towards the barge with a sort of a rough sort of bag over one shoulder. He just starts to walk across the floor in sort of heading your direction. Doesn't really pay you any attention. Goes through the archway, and you sort of see him just put his bag down on the barge. Looks like he's just moving some odds and sods around, like he's making ready to leave at some point. So this archway is really quite. It's not like a small archway. It's like really like half a wall sort of archway. Okay, so Schemo makes his way down to the door. He gives the latch a bit of a turn and sort of pushes it. There's some light from the other side of the room, and as soon as that door cracks open, just make perception checks for me.
6.
5.
You don't hear anything from inside.
Does Schemo?
Skeeter just whisper to Schemo, did your sneaking around lead you down here before?
No, not into here. I tried to, but I wasn't as convincing enough.
Cool.
So he peers round the door and then he just gives it a bit of a shove and opens it up. What you see is quite a fair sized room. It's about 30 foot, 20 foot, and then you sort of see that there are basically sort of shelves on shelves of sort of like caged sort of shelves, if you like, and then within them are these other spores that you've seen. Some have sort of mottled colours, some are sort of all one. There's quite a lot of phosphorescence to them, greens and purples. You sort of see that they are quite stacked and full. From where you are, you can see that there are 2 doorways, one on the left and one on the right, in front of you. There is small movement within the cages, but not a great deal.
No people in here, not that we see. No.
Make perception check.
No.
Yes, they are. Yep, 6 for me. Schemo. Do you know these funguses, what they do? The different colours, the different things.
I don't know a great deal about them. I just know what they are.
Do I recognise any that I saw in Wade Echo Cave?
No. What did you see it in the cave? Like any of these? No.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone speak fungus?
No,
No, me neither.
there's not mushroom in this great brain.
Where are we?
Somehow starting to think you're a really fun guy.
Oh, geez.
He did it.
Went there.
Do you all
come across any of these fungi in the wild when I was living my life? No.
No, so this is something that is indigenous to the Underdark.
Yeah, again, I'm not actually from.
I really want to pick one.
Pick one.
Yeah, like, take it with me.
How big are these things?
They're like a beach ball size.
Oh, so like to me, that's like big.
Bigger than your head.
Okay.
That's
What
the
are
big
the-
bomb.
What are the cages like that they've got them in?
So it looks like they're like just sort of shelves, and then they have been like wired sort of mesh, and then wire mesh over the front, and then there's locks on them.
Can I go up to one of the cages? Kind of like peer in and be like, do you speak common?
Let's have a look.
Or dwarvish?
Or giant or elvish?
Or giant or elvish?
Or schemo? Gnomish.
Gnomish. I don't like Reese's Pieces, but I just buy more white things because you ate all the other ones. And half pack of sensations. Which I appreciate you leaving.
Let's have a quick look. You don't get anything back. However, let me just double check something.
I also repeat it in Dwarvish, but do you speak Dwarvish? Da, 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 da. And what's their what kind of reaction do they have to me approaching the cage?
So, will you just give me 1 sec.
Yes. Speak on the phone, do you? Oh. Yeah. You're such a shit drow.
Worst drow ever.
You're such an awful drow.
So what you see is this. You see this this myconid sprout, if you like. This it just sort of moves and sort of plops up on these 2 legs. Sort of think about like the mushrooms in Mario, and it sort of just sort of like rocks. It sort of rocks on against like from one foot to the other, just sort of rocking, and you hear, well, you don't hear, but in your mind, you hear like a whisper, saying, "Free me, free me." And it's just sort of rocking.
Do I hear this as well if I'm with him?
Yeah, but you don't hear it.
It's just in my mind.
Mm.
Do I get any sense of...
What's that?
What did it do again? Sorry, mate, I didn't catch it. Do it again.
Free me.
I just say,
Do I get any
I've
sense
never
of...
been a mushroom before.
yeah. Go on.
Do I get any sense of whether it's sort of good or evil? Get any like sense of its intention or its...
It sounds young and innocent.
Is it padlocked or is it just latched or?
It's like a latch, yeah. It's not like a padlock. They've got there's nothing.
I open the latch. I'll let it out.
It's quite high, so as it sort of rocks
I'll
itself out, it just lands.
No, I can't open it. Right, okay, yeah. I thought you said that like the latch was too high for me to reach.
No. You can reach the latch, yeah.
Yeah, I want to free. I want to free this really fun guy.
It sort of rocks forward to a point where it actually tips and falls out of the cage.
I'll try and catch it.
You try. Just make a.
Right hand?
Just
Okay.
make. Yeah, just make an acrobatics check. Yeah, an acrobatics check.
13.
Dog shit.
13. You manage to catch it in your hands, and you feel this large, quite light, and really sort of spongy mushroom creature. But as you do, at the point where it should have hit the floor and made a small thud, behind you at the same time you hear a thud as you catch hold of it.
I want to almost instantaneously turn around and set him down on the floor.
As you do, you see that Schemo is just looking up, and he says, maybe I should have brought a weapon with me." And in front of him, you see what looks like, at first glance with the colouring, it looks like a snake. But as you sort of see that the body isn't sort of scaled; it's more segmented, and it's quite fat and comes to quite a quick taper. It starts to sort of rear up, and it has this pointed, almost like the Demigorgon in Stranger Things. It's sort of like a segmented front in 3 sort of segments as it sort of rears up, and then looks at you. This is quite a large beast.
Can I do anything? Have I got time to react?
You see as it comes, it sort of opens up its like sort of face area, and you see that there are 3 of these sort of tentacle arms that come from the head with these sort of pointed pincers, and then you also see in the centre what looks quite like almost like a bird's beak, and it's sort of, and you sort of see this like sinewy, red sort of strained, muscular type part of its mouth that opens up. Isla, you did encounter one of these in the Cragmere Castle.
That's what say it sounds familiar.
Yeah, this is a Grick. So with that, it's gonna have.
Guys, we found a Grick. Help!
Bring.
Help!
Bring.
Hello!
Are you actually? Are you actually? Are you actually calling?
Pick up.
We found a fucking Grick. Time help needed. No answer. It's fucking engaged.
It's
I bet you're
engaged.
fucking pizza again.
Okay, so let's roll initiative.
I'm just surprised you know what it is. And expect us to know what it is.
Oh, it's finally rolled fucking double digits.
First time tonight, I've got over 8.
Big fat 11.
23.
Alert, baby.
And
I also really want to tell the mushroom to get to safety.
Get fighting.
Run, little Yoshi! Run!
Skill.
okay,
Do you want us to roll initiative?
What did you get?
what's that?
Do you want us to roll initiative too?
Well, no, you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs in another room.
You can answer the
Did you
phone.
send the message?
Did
you send?
I would have. To be fair, in the time that this has probably all realistically happened, I'd probably halfway to be, I would be on the way to send a message, but I don't think, initiative-wise, I would have got it off before going, oh,
Okay,
fuck,
well,
there's a grip.
that's fine. It'll be an action on your turn.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
Roll initiative then for Negan and Thorin.
Is Schemo in the initiative order?
Yeah.
Is he stood next to me?
Yeah, he's sort of just ahead of you and Tavis, so there'd be Tavis, Isla, and then he's just sort of in the middle, and then the Grick is then in front. So Tavis, you're you'll go.
You're up, old buddy, old pal.
Is there anywhere for me to try and hide, or any crates for me to try and dodge behind? And how far away from that am I? I'm not in melee, am I?
Also, do we have a map or not? Just so it can even draw it out by theatre of mind, just so that I can.
I can.
These stacks of fungus. That's all. With the stacks of fungus being there, I'm just a little bit.
For the sake of it, just to get going quite quick, I'll do a small map with
only just so we can get a picture of it in my mind, whether it's like a cross of movable place while the stacks of fungus are all over it.
Oh, you wanker. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. So you're sort of over this way. And then the black would be the Grick. So just to...
What way?
So you got the shelving around it, you got the one door that you came through, you're right by the door that you've seen on the right, and then the Grick has come down from the other corner, so you've sort of come in and walked away from where its position is, and then it's sort of dropped down then in front of you.
Cool, so the Grek is the black, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And then those little things around the edge of the stacks of fungi and the other little ones are doors, yeah?
The doors, yeah.
Sweet. Okay, cool. That's great. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Well, it's not me first.
So yeah, any of those corners or things big enough to hide behind?
No. They're bolted to the wall. You got like a little bit of a corner, but there's not. No, not really. You're just sort of you're cornered in this room by this door.
Okay. I think. Oh. I'm gonna hold my action then to shoot it with my hand crossbow. Once it gets within 5 feet of one of my allies.
Okay. Okay, so that would be your go. Schemo then. So many books. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
You killed them all brothers. We can pop them both a punch.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he's going to... +6. Okay, that's... So many books. What have I done with that? I'm well lost. Okay. That hits. So he's going to cast a firebolt. And he's going to do 8 points of damage. So yeah, he just sends it out almost as a reaction. He sends that out, and you sort of see that the flame itself just washing over the face of the Grick. It sort of pulls in the tentacles around it, and then unleashes again, ready to sort of make a strike. You can sort of see that its underbelly is like a lighter sort of tan colour. but it looks more, like I said, more like a slug than anything else. Okay, that'll be his go. Isla.
All right. I'll see if you allow me to do this. So, with one hand, I want to take the sending stone, or get the sending stone, and send a message to Negan and say, "We've encountered a Grick. We need you to get here if you can as quick as possible. Much love, the little guy. P.S. Through 2 doors. I'm sure you'll hear us." Slam the phone down, and at the same time, can I take my rapier out and pass it to Schemo, so he's got a weapon?
I'd say yes, because you're not going to use your movement.
No, because we're not. Normally, you can like take your weapon out while you're moving and then take an action.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I'd say instead, rather than the movement, you can pass that across.
yeah,
Yeah, and he sort of takes all of it. You sort of see him hold it, sort of, in front of him. Okay. With that, then the Grick is going to take a stab at. Okay, so hang on. Megan's initiative. What was it? What?
Mine was 14.
Okay, and
20.
Thorin. Okay. So are you guys? What are you guys doing?
Well, if I've received the call, can I then tell Theron we need to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to turn around to Theron. We need to go. They've just messaged saying they're in trouble.
Can I react now, or do I have to wait until the next?
What are you doing? Moving towards the door?
Well, how far away am I from the door and the tunnel? The archway?
You're about 60 feet.
From both?
Also, just for reference, that calm emotions where it is a concentration spell for 10 minutes.
So I'm 60 feet from both.
Both of what?
Where am I positioned? How far away is the tunnel, and how far away is the door?
I don't understand.
The tunnel with the boat.
So the door that you can see.
Yeah.
The tunnel with the what? Boat.
With the boat.
Yeah, it's not a tunnel. It's just an archway, which is the outside. That was like a wall that would go outside, if you like. It's not. Obviously, you're in a cave passage with a river in it. So it's just a huge archway built into the wall. So you can see that. So that itself is about, I'd say 15 feet away to the archway. You're in that sort of corner.
Yeah.
To get out of that into that archway.
Okay, can I, and I'm about 60 feet away from the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I, I'll move 15 feet towards the door, and then I'll take a piece of fleece and scrumple it up in my hands and blow it, and I'll make it sound like there's a rock fall inside the tunnel, inside the archway where the river is, further in. It's got a range of 30 feet.
What are you using for that?
Piece of fleece.
Yeah, but what's minor illusion? Is there a check to make with that?
It's on page 2.
I imagine it'll be up to you to make like a
there was.
deception check or performance.
No. Just make a performance check.
Um, 14.
Yeah, you hear like a creak and a crumble. A few sort of like large sort of rock stones making a bit of a splash noise, then followed by a large sort of crack and then a splash. And you see that the barge driver sort of turns around and he starts to, because he's around the boat anyway. He starts to sort of look up and see what's happening. But a lot of people within the tavern start to just sort of have a look. And
I want to use that direction to carry on towards the door.
so you're going towards the door, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So this turn, you're halfway towards the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've
Right.
gone
So
to the door.
and you're going towards the door, yeah. So like
Yeah.
I said, you're about halfway, 30 feet.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. So the Grick's now going to have a snap at Schemo. So that's a hit.
Once it gets within 5 feet of him, I take my shot.
Within 5 feet.
Yeah,
Within
Yeah.
melee range, basically.
within melee once it's close enough for a strike.
Yeah, it moves up. It moves up into melee range and takes that shot. Go on, fire your bow. Is it a crossbow? Yeah.
Yeah, hand crossbow. Only 8.
No. It's sort of, you can see no eyes, but you sort of see that it almost senses the danger and wraps just as your arrow sort of whizzes by, and with that, then it opens up again and then goes for this hit. It hits Schemo. So that is. 7, 11. So Schemo takes 11 points of damage as these tentacles sort of take sort of stabs and swings at him.
Can I just say, Darryl, sometimes when you check and then you say no, it seems hurtful.
No.
No, you didn't do it. No.
And then, because he then managed that, he gets another attack. Oh, on fire tonight. And that is, wow.
Schema's dead. Schema. Schemo.
You freed him just to die.
Maybe we should we go behind us?
Yep.
It's another 13 points of damage.
That's,
Pretty brutal.
that's half my page.
That's not you, is it? So,
Okay. Yeah, so you see that Schemo takes a couple of big hits as these tentacles come in. They manage just to sort of, with the pincers, just sort of grab him, and it takes a strike with its beak. Schemo just manages to get his sword in, just to try and get it away. But you know, he's the vanguard in this situation, as he's just trying to fend it off. So Thurin, we'll say the top of the round then. So Thurin and Negan, you're now at the door.
Just dash through.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, without even looking round to see what's what, and sort of seeing that people are starting to sort of have a look and see what's going on. You guys managed to dash in. You've got another turn before you get to the next door.
Ready axes though. Can I ready my axes, please?
Yeah, Tavis.
Yeah, is he still in melee from Schemo then? Of course he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take a shot again with the hand crossbow.
Okay.
18.
18 hits. Yeah, it does hit, but let's get the right page on. Multiple pages. Damage.
or sneak attack.
Yeah, it's within melee, innit?
8.
8. Yeah, so this time your arrow manages to sort of sink in the sort of flabby and sort of slimy under the belly that it's got as it sort of digs in deep, and you sort of hear this like sort of screeching roar as it rears up and then goes in again. Isla, hello, Schemo. He is going
Can I
to.
move at all?
Hey,
Can I move at all? Was there nowhere
yeah,
to
you
go?
can move. You can get into melee range.
No. Can I move like? Am I the green one? Yeah.
You be the yellow one.
I'm the green.
All right. I'll just yeah. I just want to back up slightly, and I want to back up slightly, and then if I can, bonus action, open another one of the cages.
Okay, yeah. You open a cage. You see that this one isn't moving. This one's just sort of lying on its side. You open another one, and you do see that there is a little bit of movement, but it's not anything that's quick at all.
Yeah.
Suck the energy from them.
Okay, so Schemo is going to do another firebolt. So that is. Then again, is he?
Is that a disadvantage because he's on melee range?
It's because he's in melee, yeah. He's not going to do that. What's the stats on the rapier?
So rapier's a finesse weapon, so if he's proficient, he gets a proficiency bonus plus his dex modifier to the attack roll, and then it's 1d8 piercing. Plus,
What's it without the? Well, you won't have proficiency. What's just the roll? Just a straight roll.
Straight roll plus dex.
Oh, okay. He rolled a 15, just hits, and then the damage on it.
1d8 plus dex.
Rolled an 8 as well. So 10. So with that, he really takes a good swipe, and this, as he sort of ducks underneath the head and goes really sort of for the flabby body of it, the rapier really does dig in, and you actually think that for a second that he's actually severed this. As he yanks it from it, the foul stench, it sort of rears back, and it looks sort of like it's really sort of really hurt. Isla?
Yeah, can I cast Toll the Dead, please? Who's got to make
Yep.
a wisdom saving throw against the DC of 16. No, that's Thunderwave.
Toll the Dead. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, what's the DC? 16?
16, yeah.
Rolled an 18.
So it takes half damage off.
Yeah, plus 2, so 20.
So it takes half damage off 2d12, yeah?
Yeah.
13, so it takes 7 points? 6, 7, 6.
Yeah, as you start to conjure the sort of a black aura from around your hands as you focus on the grick in front of you. As you pull your hand together and bring it down, you see that the grick actually just crumples, but not just crumples, but looks like it's being squashed from above. As you start to see that the green drains from it and becomes a grey, almost like age is taking it and decay is taking it, as it just slumps to the floor. Yeah, that's out of action. Negan and Thurin continuing to run in. You sort of barge in and just sort of see this putrefied mess on the floor, and the party standing in front of you.
I've got my axes in my hand and I look at Isla. I'm like, where is it then? What needs killing?
Just kind of point to the floor at the grick and go, oh! Yeah, it's kind of dead.
Just a second too late, big man.
I'm gonna have to take the stone off of you, Isla, mate, if that's what you're gonna do. If you're gonna ring me, and then you know what I mean.
Can I go over, pick what's left of the grick up, and hold it by its tentacles, and like hold it out, and kind of like look around it and smile at Negan and go, "Go on, big man."
Slap it.
Next time. No, nice of you to join us. Anyway, no issues getting in here, no.
We
No,
caused a little bit
seven.
of a distraction. Is there
Yeah.
anything like pieces of wood or anything knocking around that I could use to bar the door with?
No.
What about using this crate? We can use the crate that this. I keep forgetting his name. The Myconid was in. Can we not use
Yeah.
that?
So the mic. So what they're actually in is like it's like shell. It's like one piece. It's just sort of been segregated up into these like little lockers, if you like.
Oh, yeah, because
Just not individual crates.
they keep the cages.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Right,
thinking.
let's push on.
I'm just thinking
Emo, you okay?
somebody may come in now that we've caused a distraction. Just
Oh,
to check.
well,
on
Let's
things.
keep moving then.
Yeah. Can I quickly go around and check all the cages, and any of the Myconids that look, see if any are dead, if any are alive, if any are in like kind of medium states of.
It's really. I mean, just make a medicine check.
17.
Really hard to tell. The one that you've seen is sort of like the fastest moving one, most lively one. But a lot of them do look like they're dead.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I just want to open as many cages as I can.
Okay, yeah, you're opening them. There are some movements, but doesn't like it's enough to even get them like up to their feet. They look like they've been.
Is our little mate? Does he seem to be moving quite quickly, or is he quite slow with his little waddling?
He's quite slow, but wherever sort of Tavis moves, he's sort of there on his next to his leg.
Tavis, looks like you've made a friend from someone from your hometown.
Yeah. I'm not from there again, but anyway, whatever.
Am I taller than this thing, by the way, or is it bigger than me?
No, it's a beach ball.
That's a beach ball. As well. So everything's a beach ball size in here.
Schemo,
you know
okay?
about now the Grick? You know about the Grick being the side?
No, the
Which one?
Myconid.
The Mycon is a sort of like a beach ball size, so it's not bigger than you.
Good.
So we've got
Probably
two doors
up to about your knee, really.
Cool.
We've got two doors out of here, left or right, which do fancy. Schemo, are you okay? You took a bit of a swipe there.
Yeah, he sort of looks around and raises his eyebrow. He's like, "No, let's press on. Let's go and see what's in here."
Left or right, any preference?
I'm going to give him, put my hand on his shoulder and give him a little bit of cure wounds.
Okay.
Oof. Max 14 points of healing.
Yeah. He sort of gives you a nod.
Let's just go and watch the Cool. Let's press on.
Let's go left.
You're heading towards the left.
Yeah, we'll open the door. Try and have a little listen, Megan, see if you can hear her, or...
Yeah, I just want to sort of like pull it slightly and just see.
You just make a perception for me.
13.
You don't hear anything in the room. It looks like it's got quite good light in there. As you push the door and sort of have a bit of a peer in, you can see that this looks like it's a bit of a common room. Really, it's got like a table in there and some chairs. You see that on one side of the wall is 4 crates that have been wire crates that have been stacked up. You can have a look on the table. You can see that there's like the remnants of food and drink. Looks like it's sort of been hastily eaten, and then there's not a great deal in there. It's just it looks like it's a bit of a layover, a bit of a somewhere to sort of get a bite to eat.
I just want to turn
On
around
the
to
far wall from where you are, directly opposite, is another door.
Thurin and say, look, Thurin, there's some wooden crates in here if you want to use them to block the door.
They're metal. They are metal. They're the metal crates that the Myconids, or like the same sort of crate the Myconids were brought in.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I check the right hand door?
Yeah.
Wanna peer through?
Roll a perception check.
15.
15. As you just click the door and just sort of push it slightly ajar, you get a sort of really acrid smell. It's a smell of very similar to like pickled onion. It's got this sort of really sort of strong vinegary, acidic tang in as you really get that waft as you open it. It's just sort of set it ajar. You can see that this one isn't as brightly lit as the room that you're in. It's quite dull.
Can I hear anything coming from the room?
No.
I'll push it open a little bit further and see. Can I see any way through the other side?
As you open the door up, you can see that there's sort of quite a long table running along the left-hand side, and then you can see that there are strings that are running in rows all along above your head. As you look up, you can see that from these strings are what look like sort of like 3 inches wide sort of strips of leather that are just sort of hanging like they're drying. As you push the door open a little bit further, you see that in the center is this vat. It's like a square, sort of like inverted pyramid shape with a base, and then you can sort of see that there's this liquid in there where this smell is coming from. Pushing the door even further, you can see that there's another long table with what looks like chunks of myconid body that has been chopped along that side.
Pickled mushroom soup.
Yeah.
What I'd do is speak and say to Schema, come and have a look or a whiff of this. You might be able to tell what this is.
I'm also going.
Looks pretty sick. Smells pretty. I don't know. Could be vinegar. Don't know.
Tabs, can you pass me one of them things on the washing line, please, mate?
Yeah, I'll take a scimitar and kind of try and cut it down, or just lift it down without touching it.
Yeah, it's almost like a photography development. It's got that. And everything's just sort of hanging. So as you just get the sword, you can lift it off. This is now the material itself is kind of like a crisp paper, like quite thick, almost like car, but it's like quite brittle. Doesn't really weigh much or anything. It's as you take it off and it sort of stays in the form of its as it's dried. It's sort of formed into that hanging shape.
Can I, as he brings it down, can I take a vial out of my herbalism kit, and just kind of take it and kind of rub it and crumple it into a powdery type thing into the vial, and just cork it and stash it. And then can I do? Does there look to be any tools around that would allow me to say get like a scoop out of the vat and pour that into a second vial?
What you can see sort of hanging up is what look like really sort of small scythes. They're this really sort of curved blade that comes to a point. Schemo's gone over that way, and he's sort of looking at the tools and then the bodies. He says they've been pulling like they've been peeling like the top of the mushroom, if you like, and getting that sort of like long strip. You sort of cast your eye over. Everything's a blade really. You don't really see anything that would be sort of a scoop. What you can sort of see is that there are like sort of flat nets, like circular nets, which look like they've been used to sort of dip and then pull them out and hang them up, but not like it's only like to drain, like to keep the bulk of the liquid remaining in.
Deep fried mushroom, yeah.
Fried mushroom, yeah.
Can I take a couple of those little small scythe things and just stash them?
Yeah.
Deep fried
Yeah,
mushroom
make a note.
scallops.
Yeah.
Can I determine by looking at it what this liquid is? Is it being heated, or is it just a cold liquid, or just the outside of the back with the back of my hands?
Yeah, it's cold. It smells like it does smell like vinegar. It smells like an acid. Just roll a investigation or medicine.
Medicine. 22.
It's nothing that you've seen. You get the feeling that this is sort of made up of maybe various things. It has a liken to vinegar. Maybe it was something quite similar, but over time and over the process of dipping, it's maybe altered a little bit. But you're in the realms of vinegar.
Okay.
How high up is it off the ground?
I would say for you, it was sort of come up to like you sort of weight just above waist height.
I dip my finger in it and lick it.
It tastes vile. It tastes vile. I would say
In for a penny.
So the impulse stuff.
Which of it is it? Some type of pickled mushroom?
Yeah, these mushrooms have been harvested from.
So the mushroom. I'm speaking out loud, kind of like Tabs as well. So like the vibe I'm getting is like obviously, the streets aren't made with Lady of Decay, but these things,
Grown in
these
Lady of Decay.
these myconids either make or somehow fester Lady of Decay. These guys have decided to take these myconids, keep them in cages to grow fungus, and then when they die, pickle them and sell
Right.
also. Yeah.
Sick frogs.
right. Just roll a percentile dice.
Oh fuck. I don't know why I rolled that one and that one. Where is it? 83.
Okay. Okay. At the point where you've tasted it, you're talking fine, but then you start to really feel that your gut starts to twist a little bit. You feel that you are. You feel that your movement isn't there. You want to move, but not. You feel that your vision becomes slightly blurred. This takes you right back to when you were in that cave.
Can I see this happen?
Yeah, you see it happening in front of you. It's very similar, but very intense. And you are stunned. So
Yeah,
you
guys,
are.
I don't think this was the best idea.
So you're incapacitated. You can't move. You can speak, but only a small amount. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against you with advantage.
Oh, guys, this was dumb. This was real dumb.
You okay, man?
No, I'm not feeling too hot.
Can me and Thurin hear this though?
You're in the other room, so
Yes, we don't. No.
no.
Guys, Isla needs our help. Schema, you got anything that can help us?
Yeah, this is no good. Oh.
I don't have any healing shit.
Oh. The cramps. The stomach cramps. Oh. Fuck.
Isla, stop fucking moaning. You're the one who can help. How do we heal you?
Oh. Oh.
He's looking and he's like, I've got nothing on me. I've got nothing. What did he do?
He dipped his finger in the vinegar stuff and tasted it.
Oh, but it seemed like such a good idea. Oh.
No, that was wise.
What can make you better? What can heal you? Come on, you're the guy.
I don't know. Would I know?
I walk in and say, "Get this guy a lemon."
Oh, I do like lemons. I don't have a tolerance for citrus, by the way. Acidic, citrusy things.
Yeah, this didn't taste of lemons.
God damn it, I love lemons.
I take a lemon out of his bag that I know he's got and like jam it and squeeze it in his face.
Oh, it tastes better than that over shit put on my stomach.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? You've got a door that in both rooms that was opposite the door that you came in.
I mean, I think I've got.
Could I
I've got
cast
two
Cure
good-
Wounds on myself?
What's that? Sorry.
Could I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
So what?
I've got one more. I've got one healing potion left as well.
Oh, waste that shit.
He's not actually taking damage.
Oh, okay.
He's just stunned.
You're stunned.
I'm sure it'll pass. Just give me a minute.
Can I
slap
slap it
him.
out of him?
I
That was what
slap
I was
him.
just thinking. I was just about to walk over and slap him.
Oh, you bunch of bastards. Ulfgar would love this.
But he's locked up. They won't let him out.
Mm-mm.
So what are you doing?
I slapping him.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Thomas. This is best work.
Does it have any effect?
1d4 damage.
Yeah, roll your dice. Oh, now he rolls well.
4. Or is it plus dex?
That's just a melee, isn't it? That's strength, isn't it? Normally, melee.
I don't know if you're a monk, it'd be Dex.
Do I need to add anything to the dice, Daryl?
Just a straight roll.
But it doesn't unstun him.
You start to feel that it's lifted or lifting, but it still hangs on for a few minutes. After
That seemed to help. I should do it again.
No! Leave me alone.
after 5 minutes, you feel that the effect is starting to wear off.
I did everything in my power not to use Wrath of the Storm back on you, you little bastard.
I was trying to help. I asked you how to do it, and you just kept on chumming.
Oh, you dip your finger in it and see how it feels?
I won't know.
Yeah, that's sensible.
To be fair, it's rich coming from you calling someone little.
I am gonna take a water skin though and fill it with that liquid.
I do have a vial for that.
Got a whole thing here right now. So I was gonna do that, and then what I'd like to do is stand. Get on. Is there like a little crate or box or something that it's on, so I can stand over it and look into it?
Oh, watch your hands, you dirty bastard.
The only thing that's really around it is the are those tables.
How close are the tables to it?
I'd say about 5 foot.
Thorin,
No, forget it.
Thorin. Have a look for any paperwork.
Yeah, I have a look around for paperwork.
Which room are you in now then?
I'm in the same room as they
One
are.
with Nagin. Or same room.
Just search everywhere for paper.
Yeah, you can't see anything. This is just this is what looks like a preparation room, a drying room. The other room just had sort of menial sort of chairs and crates and yeah. There's nothing really in the two rooms. You can sort of see that this is part of a drop off and storage, and then part of the process of whatever that it is that they're making. As you're sort of investigating around, you sort of see then that this beach ball sized mushroom on legs starts to waddle its way into the drying room.
No, don't want to go in there, pal.
No, shield its eyes.
As you put your foot out, it sort of like goes to edge around it.
I close the door.
Can we keep him?
He doesn't belong here.
You can't go
But he
in
can
there.
make mushrooms for us.
Trust me.
Let's take him back to the tavern and have a mushroom.
Where
Really?
are the other doors? You said there was another door. Is it the other side of the rec room?
So there was a one room where the storage was.
Yeah.
2 doors, and then as you went through those doors, there's another 2 doors directly opposite.
So we
a
either
door-
proceed
door-
through the
door in
room.
each
Yeah. We either
door
proceed
in
through the
each
common room or proceed through the drying room. I'd say the drying room's the more serious side of the action. Let's follow that one.
How am I looking, by the way?
Fine. After 5 minutes, you start to feel that the effects have worn off.
Well, I keep on sucking on that lemon now.
That stuff is serious.
Yeah, I've been there before. Mushrooms, like, no offense, little dude, but like, mushrooms can be pretty rough.
If we go through the it could be worth having a look through the door on the other side of the rec room, seeing what's on the other side.
Lost you a bit there, Jim.
Could be worth having a look through the other door as well,
Yeah.
seeing what's there.
Yeah, I'll come with you and have a look.
Okay, I'll hang around here for a little bit.
Can I
So
get?
you in the drying room. Which room are you in? The drying room.
I was just outside the drying room because I stopped
Okay.
little toad going in there.
So you guys going to check out the door at the end of the common room?
Yeah.
Okay, go do that, and we'll wait here, and then we'll check out this one.
Yeah. Just have I want to have a little word with Schema. Just say to him, listen, I'm all for making a bit of money and stuff like that, but I can't condone the killing of innocent creatures to make that money.
No, and you see that whilst you've been taking samples, he's also been looking at sort of taking scraps. He's just sort of been putting in his pocket. He's not managed to take any liquid, but he's definitely taken some of the dried husk that's been sort of lying around. And Schemo says, "I couldn't make this if I wanted to. I've got no access to my connets.
No, well,
However, my specialities and my training would possibly allow me to find an alternative."
yeah, well, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to step in the way of that. As long as it's alternatives and no one innocent's getting harmed, then I'm cool with it.
Okay. So he makes a move for the door in that room.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Nagy,
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm going.
slowly open the other door.
Yeah, I'm
So-
going to follow.
the doors sort of open in towards you, and as you sort of pull them and look, you can sort of see that there is a brick wall the other side, about 10 feet away from you, just a brick wall. You can see that there's also sconces with flame. In fact, as both doors are open, both get the same view. And as you peer out and look down, you can also see Schemo and Isla sort of looking out the door at the same time. You see that you're in this sort of longish corridor that's running the length of both rooms. However, there is nothing in there other than another door, which is over on your left-hand side towards the end of this long corridor.
Oh, fancy seeing you guys here.
And we can't hear any other noises coming from anywhere.
No.
Nothing. The graveyard.
Hi guys. So the big question is that people come into this place and don't come out of this place? There's only one way in and one way out
That we
Yeah,
know
there
of.
must be another way out.
that we know of. This is what I'm saying. So can I take a very slow walk? I'm going to bring out my Lightbringer mace. I'm going to light that puppy up. I'm going to take a good long ass time checking floor for obvious scuffs, scrapes of doors opening, secret doors, different coloured zones, all down the corridor. In the room, lifting carpets, looking for trap doors or grates to sewers or literally any other possible egress that my tiny little halfling eyes can see.
So while you're doing this, which is as you're being thorough, Schemo does remind you that the clock is ticking.
There's a
You
door
have a look. There's a door, yeah. There's one door which is leading away. But as you are making that check, where you've come out and then gone left, and this door then is sort of on your right, so it's opposite and just sort of offset from where Nagin and Thurin's door is. As you sort of look in that area where that door is against the wall, you see that the brick on this wall is just slightly off 90 degrees. Some serious scuff marks along the floor, and you sort of give it a bit of a push. It is on like it's on like a roller, so the actual door itself is actually quite a smooth mechanism and really doesn't take much of a push or weight to open it. And as you sort of push on it, you can sort of see that there is a set of spiral staircase, very similar to the one that you came down, leading back up.
When you say similar, is it the same one?
No.
The opposite.
Okay.
Do we get a sense of how far we've walked and where that might bring us up on the surface?
From what you gathered on the from being on the surface, there was a lot of warehouses that were knocking around in that area. Obviously, the sewers with what you know of the sewer systems and things like that, because you are quite a way below even the sewer system itself.
Is Little Waddle following us?
I was literally about to say, Tabis, if we're bringing...
We're not. If the door closed him in the door behind the other room.
You've locked him in.
No, I locked him out of that room. He's following us. He's right here.
Stopped him from going into the room and seeing his other dead friends.
Oh, someone pick him up and put him in a bag.
Will you like shape put him in your bag?
You might not want him picking up.
As he sees Tavis now in the corridor, he's instinctively walking over to him.
Okay, I hold out my hands and say, "Okay, little fella, I'm gonna put you in the little bag here. You're gonna be hidden. I'm gonna keep you as safe as I can. I'm just trying to help. Just go with it. Try not to make any noise. You haven't ever made noise, but yeah, I'll do my best to look after you."
As you pick him up, you hear, "Thanks, little fella."
And yeah, I could take up a pack and put him in and make it so that he can't be seen.
This is cool as fuck.
I mean, you could ask him his name while you're there.
It's Mike, really.
It's what?
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, because what kind of creature is he?
Myconid.
Yeah.
Mike the Myconid.
Yeah.
Is he Irish as well? Is his surname O'Nid?
Mike O'Ned.
Wow.
Come on,
Someone
Mike.
else.
Get in the
That's what I
bag.
asked.
Get in the bag for us. Northern Irish pub.
Yeah. Get on.
Yeah, okay. But I think we need to keep on going.
Like, I'm all for. Are we going up and out?
Up to the next thing of figuring out what they do with this shit. Or do you think they just turn it around in here and pump it out the other way?
I don't know. Well, there's a door. We can go up.
Oh, is that a separate door? That was the same door.
No, there's a door that you can see, a physical wooden door, but then next to that is they found a
Ready door.
secret door that then led to the stairs above.
I don't know. My guess is that's going to lead us back out eventually to the street. So if we want to figure out, maybe we keep going. But maybe,
But we're on a tight schedule. We've got some good info.
yeah.
Are we going to be pushing our luck by pressing forwards and seeing what else there is in there? People came in here. They've not come out.
Yeah, because they could have just.
They could have gone up there. But equally, if we go up now, we could always sneak back if we wanted or needed to. Or just want to peek through that door.
At least.
Can I listen to the door and see if anyone can hear anything from the other side of the door?
It's silent. Well, you roll a perception anyway, but you can't hear a lot.
11.
No.
Right, the
No,
door
from
is
what
it
you-
locked?
Yeah, just go and have a look. Have a little look.
Is it locked?
I open the door.
Yeah. Okay. You open the door. You peer inside. What you can see is a room which is shrouded in almost like a purple, like UV light. This room is quite tall. It's almost like a hall in its size. It is really quite large. You can see that there are rows and rows of tables. Each one is lined with a white cloth. As you stare and sort of check out what's going on, you can sort of see that there are halflings which are walking up and down the tables. You sort of see that they're moving and various little processes. You can look over towards the back, and there is a bright glow, which is sort of emanating somewhere from the back of the room, which is quite low down. Just roll a perception.
15.
As you watch the patterns of the halflings are very robotic. They seem to be sort of mindlessly following a routine.
Not really paying much attention though to me at the moment.
No. And you can sort of see that on this table that's closest to you, you can sort of see that there is sort of piles of these leathery shapes that you could see in the drying room.
Okay.
How many?
Okay. How many? And do they seem to have particularly darker lips?
On the halflings, yeah, you can sort of see that there is a dark tinge to the lips. You can see that they are wearing like a white robe, almost like a ceremonial robe, and they are just moving up and down. You see that some are breaking into a fine dust with the myconid skin.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly back out, close the door behind me. And then for anyone who didn't see what was inside, I'm just gonna say, listen, how many were in there? Like tens of 20, 30?
Of the halflings.
Good amount.
From what you could see at least two. It wasn't crowded in there, and it's very quiet.
Okay. I was turning around to guys and say, listen, some type of hall. There's halflings in there. Looks like they're under the influence of this drug. Yeah, I don't know whether we want to go in and kick up a hornet's nest or whether we just want to cut our losses now and come back later if we so desire.
Let's have a look at what's top of the staircase, then decide.
Cool.
As you say that, Schemo just walks in. He just opens the door, and he just walks in, and he says, "I've come too far. I wanna know what they're doing. I wanna know what it is." And he just lets the door just sort of like let go of the doors. He just sort of walks in and starts to look around. You see that the halflings aren't really paying any attention to him, if even noticing him at all.
I'll catch the door and go with him. I'm happy with that. I want to find out too. Look, poor little bastards.
I'm not letting you go without me.
As you go in, Tavis, you can see that that each of these tables looks like it's like a different stage of the process,
Right.
and you feel that from where you are at the door, you're at like the first stage, where this dried out leather skin of the myconids is being processed. As you see in the third table, the center table, you can see that there are what look like huge sort of glass, really round glass ball jars that are there. Each one has tubing, which is moving from one jar to another. It's like copper pipe that's moving. You can see that they are bubbling with this phosphorescent blue liquid. And you can see that there is one halfling who is into the first vat, is shoveling this black powder into the top and into the blue liquid, which sort of ignites the colour, makes it sort of brighter for an instant as the fresh powder's being added. And then you can sort of see that is like fermenting through the tubes. It's going to another tube and another one and another one.
Is he white clad and purple lips and
Yeah,
drone like as well? Yeah.
yeah, very much like almost like religious garment.
I was going to ask, are there any symbols, on any banners, like an altar type area or on the cloak?
You see that at the back of this hall, you see that there are these pillars that are sort of huge, sort of like stone pillars, and in between each of them is a like hanging flag. Now, just roll a perception for me, or an insight even.
I'm rolling like a god tonight, 24.
24. You see that the cloth itself, the dimensions, the way that it hangs, this is the same as the flag that was hanging outside of the hanging lantern. But instead of saying the hanging lantern, it just got one symbol at the bottom. It's the same symbol on every flag. It is a what looks like a skull, and it's wrapped in tentacles.
Do you recognise it?
And it's like, we would definitely distinguish this as tentacles over stalks.
I will send you what the image looks like now.
Kitchen.
If I can find a decent picture.
That was also probably.
And that'll be the one.
No
Do we
eyes.
recognise that, sir?
Let's picture.
Just roll history checks.
Ooh, not so hot in history.
13.
19. Natural.
I got 17.
12.
No, none of you have seen it. Even with such a high, this is something that is. Yeah, you've seen quite a bit, Isla. In your travels, but
Can I?
Even-
It's fine. Can I take out a piece of paper and like do a really rough sketch of this symbol?
Yeah, I was going to do that as well. But we've got whatever, that's fine. So can I make my way to what I think would be the logical end, as in the last bit of the process of what's going on in this room?
So as the vats go down, the water in each of these circular glass jars becomes less. I think you've frozen. You still there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, well,
It sort of becomes less where it's sort of evaporated. How deep into the room do you want to go?
I'm not going to lie, there we lost you as soon as I asked this question.
All right, okay. So you can sort of see where these circular jars are with the water, and each one that moves on is progressively getting lower, and sort of changing the color, from being clear to being sort of opaque, almost like a sludgy looking color, as it sort of moves down. How far into the room do you want to go?
I'll keep moving, keeping an eye on what the halflings are looking like, and keeping an eye out for anyone who's more cognizant and who's actually paying attention or might be a threat. But I was
Yeah.
happy to keep going as long as I don't perceive any.
Okay, so you don't come into contact with any of them, but they don't acknowledge you're there at all. They don't look at you. You don't catch their attention. They don't talk to each other. They are just, they're just in this routine. Roll perceptions for whoever's following Tavis.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, 5.
The light source catches your eye, which is coming from the back between these two pillars where the flags are, Isla. You can see that from where you are between the tables, you can see that it looks like to be like a ring of a wall, maybe 2 foot high off the floor, 2.5 foot. You can sort of see that it's ringed. You can sort of see that there is a shape, sort of bulging out from the sort of the top of it. This light sort of emanating. But from where you are, you'd need to obviously move a little bit closer just to sort of see what it was.
Yeah, I'll start following
Yeah,
them.
can I go and do it? Not like be as stealthy as I can.
Yeah. Well, roll a stealth check for one.
5.
No.
You're really focused on what this is and trying to get a look. You actually kick part of the table, one of the tables you go past, like boxes that are stored underneath it. And as you do, you stop, and everyone stops and holds their breath for that second. And just freezing where you are, you'll look round. Everyone's still doing the same thing. Tavis, you start to make your way towards where you think the end product would be. You see that on the next table along, this sludge has been decanted onto this sort of silver tray, which runs the length of this table. It's silver, but it's metal. But this sludge has been laid out, and you can see that it's being laid out quite thin, and you can sort of see that the colour is changing from where you are at this end. It's quite dark, but as you look along the table, you can sort of see that this is in various stages of drying. Thorin and Negan, whereabouts are you now?
I'm behind Thurin.
Yeah, and I was just beginning to follow those two.
Okay, Isla, you just drawn by your own curiosities, and as you get towards the end of the table and see what's in front of you, you see that there is a shallow pool of this blue phosphorescent liquid. And as you look into it, you can see that there's a grey mass sort of protruding. And you're curious. It doesn't really seem logical of what it is, but what you can see is what looks like a brain, a very large brain, sitting in this pool.
When you say large,
It's
Is it the
filling.
size?
It's filling the pool.
Is it the size of a beach ball?
No, it's massive.
is it connected, or is it just a fucking floating brain?
So you can see that there are all sorts of metal tubes that are being drawn in and out of this pool. And then you can also see that as you get a closer look at the brain, that it's only partial. There is quite a large, sizable chunk taken away from the left-hand side. As you're standing there watching it, a halfling just walks past, and he actually barges you. It's not intentional. He's just following his route. And you have to sort of brace yourself and hold yourself before you go in to the pool itself. And he stops. And he takes out what looks like a almost a glass milk bottle with a handle, and he dips it slowly into the pool, taking out the liquid, raising it up, and then he walks back along to the glass, and then he pours the glass in, and then the other one starts to pour in the powder. As you're standing there, Schemo walks over. He's just a look of shock on his face.
Skewer, what the fuck is this?
As you're looking at it, you get this like really acrid smell of this liquid. He's like, I've never even seen anything like it. Whatever that liquid is, it's swimming in. Looks like they're using it over there in those vats. Maybe this is what changes the Lady of Decay into the Emperinen.
Yeah.
Isla, don't lick it.
Yeah, if in doubt, don't lick it.
Just stop licking stuff.
Are you by me, Negan?
Yeah, I'm behind Thurin, but yeah.
Yeah, we've approached.
Yeah.
Is there any other?
I lick your leg.
Is there
No.
any other entry or exit to this room that we can see?
Other than the door that you came in, no.
Negan, I'm not gonna lie to you, big man. I really want to see what your axes look like in that thing.
Right, guys. I think we should back up to that spiral staircase, see if we've got a reasonable means of escape. Come back in here and smash the place up and then fuck off. This is all sorts of fucked up going on down here. If we can put a dent in it, that's a good step for me. I don't think we can bring the whole thing down right now, but I feel like
It's something flammable.
I don't know. I feel like this brain and brain juice has got like a lot to do with it.
This brain doesn't even look like it's whole. Do I have any idea where this brain might have come from? What it is?
From what you can see from how it and from where it's sort of kept, this looks completely alien to you. This doesn't look natural. This is a gut churning thing to see.
Would I know, with you saying like the part of the brain's missing, would I be able to decipher, what that part of the brain does in regards to if it's missing, how it affects the brain?
Roll a medicine check.
Roll a brain surgeon check.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought so, but let's see what the roll says.
not really. 9.
No.
Schema,
It's a brain.
Schema, did you read about anything like this when you were reading about the Underdark and stuff?
No. I've never seen anything like this.
Let,
What is this? What are they doing?
they're high. They're doing whatever they've been told.
I really want to fire.
We should do, but we should make sure we've got a way out first.
Way out's the way we came in.
No, the spiral staircase that goes straight up.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, we don't know where that goes.
No time like the present. Negan's got his big shiny axes.
All right,
I've got
I
fire.
will.
I mean, this could be a terrible decision. This brain, after all, could be nothing to do with it.
This brain could control however many halfling fucking were-rats to just swarm in here and murder us.
What's the radius of your flames, Thurin?
Depends on how many flames I want to cast.
Well, it's a big brain.
How big is it? Like 10 foot, 20 foot?
I would say it was. Yeah, it was closer to 20 foot.
Okay. No.
The pool is at least, and it's sitting within it.
What even creature is that big to have a brain?
A big one.
Yeah, I mean, I can create a 20-foot sphere
Brainiac.
with fireball, or maybe try burning hands.
I mean, listen, like, I'm all for a very quick conversation, but like, what's your guys' general consensus? Like,
Smash the fucking place up, but make sure we can get away first.
Burn it to the ground.
I'm going to head to the back of the room, the way that we came in.
I mean, we can do.
I was born into fire. You merely adopted it.
Isley, you want to do a bit of fireball and thunderwave action?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Thunderwave is not subtle.
No, neither's fireball.
No, like, not subtle as in Thunderwave's fucking loud.
For miles around.
Yeah, so is a fireball.
No, it's not like.
It's not
Fireball.
quite as loud, but
The spell actually has the audible range that you
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
thunder.
300 feet. Thunderwave is
Yeah.
audible for.
did you have
That's
shatter?
it.
Did you have shatter?
Not anymore.
1 sec.
I kind of burned through a few spell slots today. I've got one level 1 left.
One level 1.
I spoke with the dead. Cast some lesser restoration. Calmed emotions.
Yeah.
Did some fighting in the street.
Did some fighting in the street.
Yeah, so I could. I mean, I've got 2 spells I can use. But then I'm tapped. I've got none then.
Like, I'm totally just for like giving this fucking brain the beans.
Get axe happy.
Like, let's make this brain mulch and get the fuck out of here.
Can I look back into the corridor from the way that we came in?
Can I just have your passive perceptions, please?
13.
14.
8.
What?
He's got a perception of -2.
Ooh,
11.
we should not be getting him to check doors.
You can check doors. That's investigation, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can investigate doors. You just
not
can't
if he's-
perceive shit.
Not if he's listening through it.
Oh no, we can't get him to check doors.
Um,
Can't have all the stats, guys.
Fucking some would be nice. You're not rolling natural ones.
okay. Right.
Correct.
As you're looking at this, and Tavis, as you start to back away, all of you see that there is a slight amount of rippling within that water. And you start to see that from under the brain itself comes up this tentacle quite high into the air and starts to move, and then starts to move towards you.
Run away, run away, run away.
Just all roll initiative for please.
Oh,
Oh,
11.
Hey,
11.
let's go. Let's go. Well, because there's that many now that I've got to look at. Let's go from 25 to 20. We'll do what they're doing in the old. Anyone that high?
25.
nice.
25.
alert, baby. Alert. He's got no perception, but he's alert as fuck.
20 to 15. No more. Okay. 15 to 10. Wow.
Me. 11.
Very good.
Please tell me Ulfgar's taking his potion of invisibility and he's outside the door.
10 to 5.
Uh-oh.
Okay. 5 to 0.
I rolled the natural 1, so it's 4.
Ooh.
Where's
Dinky.
Ulfgar.
No, the other one. You, mate.
I don't know. Fuck, you'll find out where Scheme is. Skimoo. Skidoo. Schemo.
Okay. Right. With that, okay. So
We need ball music.
Tavis, you
Yeah,
watch
probably.
as this tentacle sort of rears up and goes to. Looks like it's going to come down in a wave towards Isla. At that point, you see that the 3 halflings all snap to attention and turn, and they're now no longer in that pattern. You sort of see that they move and they look towards the hive mind on the floor. Your go.
What can I see the brain?
You can see it, yeah.
How close are my amigos to the brain?
Would you like a map?
Yeah, another one.
Mappy.
I would like a map.
It's
Come
just
on, Tub Tub.
the difficult bit is I've got about 3 or 4 books that are open here, so this one's, yes, music. Okay. Cleared off some of this stuff. Right, I just want to be able to sit down for 1 sec.
I would like to rage.
to see what checks we're going to have to do here.
Exciting. Like a mini boss.
It is only half a brain, so maybe we'll be okay.
Or maybe it's had a fight before. Yeah, good thinking. But we will protect the mushroom.
Maybe it's lost
Yeah,
half of
you-
its abilities.
We use that
Fuck's sake.
as a shield.
If these halflings are were-rats, I can't do fucking anything to them.
No, but I can.
His will make them suck a dick.
Yep, just bear that in mind.
Go after the brain
Mate.
I'm going to.
and don't die.
I'm going to hide a lot.
Bonus action hide. Bonus action hide. Bonus action duck.
Bonus action dive into a battle of purple liquid. Pop up and shoot like one of those pirates.
Negan doesn't run, does he?
Do I fuck?
Thorin's just mesmerised by this tentacle.
He's got a thing for tentacle porn.
What the hell is this? Does anyone know what this is?
No.
Anyone critical rolled it?
As soon as he
God.
started talking about brains, I knew it was bad.
Ulfgar's mum.
Illithid.
It's got that vibe.
I was feeling like pure illithid shit going on.
He said hive mind already, so
Yeah, like it's an illithid based fucking.
the issue is what else it can control. Like, however, how many other
Yeah, a hive mind is like what one step below the elder brain or something.
Yeah.
So, who's looking forward to rolling new characters?
Negan doesn't make new characters.
Imagine if we got a TPK and Ulfgar was the only one that survived.
Imagine, we saved him. We saved him by letting him stay in a prison cell.
He could have asked last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to have thought that as you two both like ran away and made a distraction, that he would have seen that, used this potion of invisibility, and has been following us all this time.
I guess it's no.
Because if I was
Yes.
Ulfgar, that's what I would have been like. Look, as soon as you were out of the room, I'd be like, there's no reason for me to be in here now.
yeah, they've clearly gone to hell.
So, I'd
Ulfgar's
like,
got every reason to be in there.
but yeah,
Yeah. That was the deal, wasn't it? Stay in there and you get 2
I like
barrels.
he's already ended. Yeah, to be fair to him.
no, definitely not. I'm absolutely going to do him out of it if I can. You never inside check me. I was lying. Some more.
Antlers, baby. Tricks. It's not that.
I can take it.
Yeah.
Can we see that all right, or is that? You need to
That's
come a
good.
bit.
Yeah, really good.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's fine, mate.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Okay, so I've got Isla and Schemo. Schemo being red at the site of the Elder Brain. And we've got the 3 halflings there. I've got Tavish, you sort of edging away from where they were. And then we've then got Negan and Thurin. So where are you guys?
I thought we were near them as well.
Yeah, over by them.
Where's everything
Okay,
from?
Thurin.
Yeah, I was over by there, by the pool.
So you'll gather around the pool, yeah? Tavish, you're edging away, yeah?
Yeah.
When we see it. Okay. Okay, so top of the round then is Tavis.
So it looks to me like they're in melee with the brain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at the brain with my hand crossbow.
You're going to shoot at it, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
16.
Yeah, hits.
Was it 16?
Sorry.
I know it's +5.
Actually, last time I said no, it was only plus yeah.
If you've been proficient in it, it's +5. Yeah.
7.
I know it's +3 to that.
10.
So it's you add your dex modifier to your damage. What's that? The original roll.
Okay. Sorry, yeah. 10 points of damage there. And can I look at these halflings? Do they look like quote unquote normal halflings, or do I see any of this wear-rat witchery?
From what you can see, as it stands, you can see that that they are just were-rats. Not were-rats, that they are just halflings for now. You can't see anything changing in them.
Okay. And can I move 2 squares away to the back of one of those benches and try and hide like the girl in Jurassic Park by crouching down behind it?
Clever girl. Roll perception check.
Stealth.
You can roll actually with advantage because they're all watching the turn towards the brain.
Oh, am I rolling perception?
Or stealth.
Stealth, sorry.
Alright, yeah. 23.
Okay. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the tentacle is going to come down on Schemo. That is a 12. It hits 20 to hit. And it's going to be... Okay. That's going to be... Okay, so this tentacle comes down and crashes into Schemo, and you see that Isley he takes quite a vicious hit. Okay. Okay, so that would be That Negan.
Right. Can I ask, is there any question before I do anything, or is that considered a move?
You can shout. You can shout something. You can't have a conversation, but you can.
Theron, are you gonna set it on fire?
We'd have to step back. But yeah,
Yeah. All right. Can I use my flame blast, please?
Your breath, yeah.
Yeah, flame breath.
Yep. Okay. Is it what is it, mate? Is it a saving throw for me?
No, it's what was it? Shoot.
I think it is a save.
I think it's a save. We had this last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
I thought it was plus D6.
Yeah, no, it's a save because it takes half damage. Weapon breath.
The save and throw is 8 plus your
Constitution
plus your proficiency.
So what's your Constitution modifier?
Is 12.
No, your modifier. What's underneath it?
Plus 1.
Plus 2 then. Is it plus 1? Oh yeah, plus
1.
And then what's your proficiency? 2, isn't it? You're still at 2, aren't you?
It's 3 at
Yeah.
level 5.
Oh, 3 is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
So 12 then, yeah?
Yeah.
Um, 12, hit a 19, so he takes half damage. So roll the damage.
My D6 in it.
Yeah.
Your
2d6.
damage is 2d6.
Nine.
Okay. So 4 points. Okay. Anything else for you, Negan?
No, then I'm just going to sort of like pull back slightly.
Okay. Okay. So Negan, yeah, you seeing this tentacle attack, just let out this huge gout of fire breath, which just covers the elderbrain. Nothing ignites on it, and you sort of see that the liquid on it just burns and sizzles. And then, yeah, you take your step back. Okay, Isla.
Yeah, can I also just take one step back? And then
Yep.
I'm going to pull out my sling. I'm going to take a silver piece. And I'm going to fire at the one closest to Tavis, please. Okay, it's still like a silver coin I'm taking out.
This one here.
Yes, please. Natural 20.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Eight points of damage. Bludgeoning damage.
nice.
And I'm down one silver piece. Sorry guys, I'm spending money.
Let me just... 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 8, 4, and 6. Okay. Yeah, you pull it back, releasing the sling, and you see that really it shouldn't inflict as much pain as it did this one coin, but you do see him revel in pain, and he turns his attention over to you.
Yeah, they were.
So. Okay, so that's going to... Okay. Okay, anything else for your turn?
No, it's just moving one block away.
Okay.
And I just shout out, I think Silver's only going to work against these guys.
So seeing you do that, the Elder Brain then... so...
Has this thing got legendary actions?
Yeah. Okay. You as you do and you let go, you see that the damage, and then you feel that your mind feel that something is squeezing into your brain, and you can hear words, but they are words you understand, but everything is very incoherent. Nothing makes sense. It's very jumbled, and you hear words like "out," "now," "die," but they're all nothing really makes sense. So you feel that there is an element of control over you. Okay. Okay, so I just want to just make a just make an insight check for me.
Just give you mind. 18.
Okay. I rolled a 13 with a +7 to me charisma. You feel this presence, although it's not really making sense, is telling you not to hurt your family. Don't hurt your kind. These are your people. And you believe that. You believe that those are your family. They are part of your clan of halflings. Okay, so
did he manage to step away? Or?
Were you aiming to step away? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still step away, but it's in that process of moving that you've. It's in your mind. Thorin?
Which one am I? Am I the one on the left?
This one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take 15 feet back. And yeah, then I'll cast Fireball. It's a 20-foot radius, so I'm going to try and not hurt anybody else.
Yeah, well, that's a 20-foot.
Sweet.
That's a 20-foot diameter.
Yeah.
So I'd set it.
20-foot radius is 40-foot diameter.
Yeah.
Do you want to basically cast it at the back wall?
Yeah, cast it on the wall.
So you're casting it there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, burn their flags, fuckers.
And you're casting Fireball.
Yeah, I can take bit of bat shit and some sulfur, push it together, and then just Hadouken.
Hadouken.
What level are you casting it at?
Third.
Third.
Ooh.
What's the saving throw?
It's a dex save of, you gotta be 15.
It's failed.
86. Scotty's on.
First one was good, the second one was bad. 28 points of damage.
28, yeah?
Yeah.
Fucking toasty in here, lad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you release this the fireball, conjuring it and sending it straight to that back wall. You see that the flags that are hanging with those skulls just start to ignite, just start to catch fire as the flames just engulf. For a moment, all you can see is the fire, and you get this huge wave of heat that washes over you and the rest of the party. As the flames die down, you see that the brain, hard to tell what damage it's taken from it, but yeah, you managed to hit. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Where's my other one? Okay, so just right. This one, as it turns the white with the white robe, you sort of see that it starts to change and take on this rat form. It's going to move up to Negan. And it is I'm pulling a short sword from a ceremonial scabbard round the back. Pulls out the short sword. It's going to take an attack at Negan. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Hit.
And that's 6 points of damage.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's going to come round. So what's that now? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there with... Okay. It's probably going to get to about there as it just tries to get over the table, but with all the gear that's in its way, just doesn't quite make it over without sort of clattering a lot of crap to the ground. So he only gets that far. And this one's going to go round this side to Schemo. Again, pulling out the short sword. 16. There's 20 on that one. 6 points of damage. Oh no, wrong one. Wrong one, idiot. Okay. Okay, that's going to be their turn. All of them turned into rats at that point. Schemo, he's going to fight back with the... What was the plus on the scimitar you gave him? Was it 4?
+5 for the
+5.
rapier.
So 18, which is a hit. And what was the damage on it?
1d8 piercing. Plus his
Okay.
death.
Make a note of that. So that was 6. Okay, yeah, and he gives a volley back with the scimitar. Right, that's him done. Top of the round then, Tavis.
I'm going to spin around the corner and take a shot again at the brain.
Yep.
In the brain. In the brain.
11.
11. Just hits.
12 points of damage.
Steady.
Okay.
And then I'll,
but
then I'll move
Sorry,
back
mate.
around behind the thing and hide again. Bonus action.
okay, yeah. So you're popping out and then popping back, yeah.
Yeah, going to roll stealth again.
Yeah, roll the stealth. You roll with advantage. There's no one really around you.
11.
Okay. Okay, made a note of that one. Okay, now it's going to be the. So with this one, then, feeling that connection, the tentacle whips up again and comes back down. This time towards Isla, knowing that it's in your mind. And that is a 26 to hit.
Yep.
That is 8 points of damage as it comes in. Something doesn't really feel right with the weight. It doesn't really make that great a contact, although it should have done. You were just sitting duck as it comes down and gets you.
Can I use my reaction? Wrath of the Storm, please.
Yep.
Which will be Bear with me. Dexterity saving throw. Or the creature takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage. On a fails, it takes half as much against the DC of 16.
Well, I rolled a 15. What was the DC? 16.
16, yeah.
Okay, roll damage.
8.
8 points, yeah.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, firing that. What was that? Was it thunder damage? Was it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I can go with thunder or lightning, so I'll go with lightning, with it being sat in water. Probably
Yeah, you see the water just erupts with this electrical charge, just sending splashes everywhere. This really acrid smell. Yeah, and you see that they like the electric sort of shock just sort of rippling over the top of the brain itself. Anything else for your go?
No, it's just a reaction, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay then, Thorin.
Yeah, do I Do I see that any evidence that my damage was effective?
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Right. Yeah, I'll do it again.
You can see that there is that is. It's not in the condition that it was. You can see that that on the surface that is visually affected by what's going on, but how damaged it is, you can't really tell.
Okay. I'll do it again, but I'll move it over a little bit to the right to try and get the other to try and get the wear rat in.
Okay.
And it's a DC save 15.
Okay, the Elder Brain fails. The Were Rat gets a 16. Natural 16. What was it? Dex?
Yeah. So it passes.
Yes.
15.
17.
By the way, Darrell, you've missed Negan's go and my go.
Oh. Oh, hang on. Sorry.
Fine. Let's just we can rejiggle it.
It's alright.
Sorry, yeah, just because yours was a reaction, wasn't it? Sorry, that's why.
Yeah. We'll scratch that. We'll just carry on from there goes then.
Sorry, just finish off your go.
I think that one, man.
It's not going to run off. It's just in a pool, isn't it?
Anything, is it?
Okay.
Yeah. It's because it's just it threw me with the reaction. That's all.
I'm not just going to cancel out a move that good.
Well, it wasn't good yet.
Well, the Elder Brain failed, didn't it? So that's a start.
Yeah.
Come on, Debbie the Downer.
Horrible. Yeah. He's got 2 spell slots on it.
24. 27 points of fire damage.
Good. Good.
That hit the wear out as well.
Thanks for it. Half damage.
Half damage to the wear out.
What was the damage again? Sorry.
27.
27. So that would be
13.
yeah.
13, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can see that they're once again with the flame. This time, you can sort of see that it is starting to really affect the surface of the brain itself. It's starting to like bubble and blister, and the were rat sort of takes it all across the back, shielded a little bit from the brain itself. Schemo gets a good gout of the heat. Okay, Negan. Apologies for that.
I want to cut the were rat up.
Okay.
21.
21 hits.
Oh, yes. 9 on the first axe.
Yeah.
20 on the second.
On the second axe. It's 29.
No, 20. So I've rolled 20. So 14 plus.
Oh yeah, on the sorry. Yeah, go on.
Does that hit?
Yeah, hits.
Yeah. Oh, and again, another 6. 9.
Okay, so you get really 2 good blows in with the axes. You give a good wallop with one, and then come across with the other, and sort of smile, expecting that this is the point where the were rat sort of slides in half, crumples to the floor. The were rat just looks at you. You can sort of see that there are wounds but the wounds are just close up. Anything else for your go?
I can't use flame again, can I? To be fair.
It's an action to use it, isn't it?
Yeah. I can do action surge, but I don't know if that'd work because obviously it's silver or magic anyway, isn't it? So no, that's it. I'm fine.
Okay. Can you use it every turn, the flame, or is it only? Are you limited?
I haven't written anything down that says I can't use it again and again and again.
Yeah, you can use your
That's
action
probably-
to exhale destructive energy. Yeah, it's fine. Just wanted to make sure.
Fire mine.
Okay, Isla.
Question.
Yeah.
The mine told me not to hurt my own kind, which is halflings. They're
Yeah.
now not halflings. Does that mean I could attack them?
Yeah, well, it's tricked you into believing that. So you can.
No, it's fine. It's only a question.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll cast Guiding Bolt at the Elder Brain because it's not told me not to
Okay.
attack it.
No. It's just put the were rats in your head.
I'm gonna roll again because I hit my other dice. 16. Yeah.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Give me the D4. A D4, one off. No, not D4, thank you. I knew it went. Maths brain's gone mental. 4, 8, 11. 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay, at this point now, you start to see that there is a lot on the on this brain.
There's a what?
There's a what,
A
sorry?
lot of wear and tear on the brain. You can
Okay.
sort of see now it is sustaining damage.
Okay. And then with my 30 feet of movement,
Yeah.
can I move? I'm assuming you're looking at that with the Elder Brain at the top, yeah? So
Yep.
can I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can I go 4 steps to the right, assuming that the bench is difficult terrain?
Yep.
And then
Just make a dexterity throw. An acrobatics check.
15.
Yeah, it's okay.
And then I think I've got one more space, so can I move 1 towards you?
Yep. Okay.
Cheers.
Okay. So this one is going to
shout out. We need to use silver on the were rats or magic.
Okay. So this one is going to attack Negan, and that is a 24 to hit. And that is that's 3 points of damage. This one is going to go for Schemo, and that's going to be 18 to hit, which hits. That's going to be 8 points of damage. Okay, this one's going to move up, and he's going to go for Schemo as well. And that's going to be another good hit. 19. And that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Schemo then, he's going to... Oh, natural one. He goes to take a swipe. Starting to get a bit flooded now with these were rats. He goes to take a strike and nothing. Okay, back to the top of the round.
How's Schemo looking?
he's looking all right. He's not wavering. He's
Okay.
looking all right.
I'm gonna pull the same move again. I'm gonna pop out from around the corner and fire at the brain.
Okay.
With 18.
18 hits.
Oh, it's a good roll. That's a monster roll. 19. 20.
20 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, you
Six and a five.
see this, but you actually where you actually stop, hold your breath, and aim. You can see where the actual original damage was to the Elder Brain, and you just release and just fire in, and you sort of know that you've had a good shot. Okay, the Elder Brain then. It's going to take a tentacle swipe at Thorin. Where are you? So much on this page. Is a 20 to hit, not natural.
Hits.
Darryl, did I get to roll to cancel this brain meddling stuff or not?
No, it lasts for an hour.
What sort of reach has it got on its tentacles?
Is 9 points of damage to Thorin.
So brain force. Is it control? Tentacle.
Okay. Negan.
I don't know. Can I pick him up and throw him into the pool?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, you can do anything you want, right? I don't know what you'd.
Set him on fire.
All right, I'll try to set him on fire.
What are you going to go for? The were rat?
Yeah, the were right in front of
Or
me.
are you going for the brain?
No, the were rat.
Okay, you turn to the were rat.
Crisp and wrap.
What was it? Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
2. So yeah, give it full beans.
Judy.
6. Oh, saved it the last one. 8 altogether.
8. Yeah, you let out this gout of flame, and the room just smells more like burnt hair as you've just singed and burning the ear off this were rat, and he's looking pretty rough. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Isla?
Toll the dead on the big guy. Wisdom saving throw of 16.
On the Elder Brain, yeah?
Yeah.
Natural 19.
Yeah. 8 points of damage then. It was 16 halved, so 8.
Okay. This you feel that you've got a grip of this. Just as he's in your mind, you feel that you're now projecting onto him as you conjure this necrotic force within you, and you release it. As you do, and it strikes the brain, you actually see the brain start to quiver, and the water start to just sort of bubble underneath it as it starts to crumple in on the top, just like it was like a rotting fruit. The tentacle flops to the floor, and as it does, so do the were-rats. They just all drop as their mental connection to the brain is dropped on its death. and you guys are looking now at this dead entity within the pool.
Well, that was gross.
What the fuck?
That was awesome.
What the fuck?
What the hell even was that?
I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it there. But if there's anything you would like to do now, before we call the end of the session, then
Very specifically, I would like to go over to the were-rat that I shot with a sling and retrieve my silver piece.
Yep. Yeah, you pick up your silver coin.
And back up.
Yeah.
I-
And if we're all,
If I approach the were-rats, are they still rats?
yeah,
I'd like to snap out some of their fang canine teeth, if they have them.
okay, yeah,
I just want to
Yeah.
take them as a little memento, I think.
So are they now?
yeah, easy done.
Are they now dead? Are they? Was it the
Mhm.
brain keeping them alive?
Mhm.
I would be interested to see if people around this city have dropped dead.
Yeah.
Is this drug that's made with this fluid?
Or any of the guys in that bar.
Yeah. Is anyone under the influence of this fluid and drug, under the mind control of this beast?
Strange increase in aneurysms in the city.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything anyone wants to do?
No, not particularly.
No, we'll pick it up on the next session.
I would do if Schema wasn't there, but hey, he is.
You do a what? Sorry.
I said I would do if Schema wasn't there or listening into the conversation. I'd have a conversation with the guys, but as he is there, I won't have it.
Okay. Okay, so with that then, having just killed the entity in the pool, and with the Emperinian factory now without its were-rats, but obviously still mainly intact, we'll then pick that up on the next session. Cheers, guys.
Thank you
That's
very
awesome,
much.
Darryl. Cheers, man.
How much different would that have been if we just fucked off up them stairs? My name's Schemo. I'm going in. Okay, there's something in there that we must see.
To be honest, when you were on about going up the stairs, I thought, oh, I've got to just drop in that Ulfgar's sitting in he's just sitting in that cell. Going like, oh, can't wait to get me ale. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's just fucked off.